Nah, I still don't see you. Yeah, I don't know why. For me, it just shows you spinning. I'll even come back. Hold on. All right, let's see if this will work now. Stream is up. Yeah, go ahead and give it a try now and see if it comes up. Nah, it's still not. I don't know why. Yeah, for some reason on my end, it just has your picture spinning. I don't know why. See that came. See, yeah, that came up. Your screen share came up and it shows me and you, but it doesn't. Yours, yours is still not coming up. Huh? Yeah, I see your screen share, but I don't. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Hold on, stay in here. Let me try leaving and coming back in. See if it's me. Unplug the camera. Oh, someone said unplug your cam. Oh, that was yours is on a laptop, right? Yeah, I was gonna say okay, so you can't plug it back in. Yeah, I don't know. I left and came back in. It's still showing you spinning, even if I don't bring up mine. You don't have any other programs running, right? That have access to your camera. Oh wow. Yeah, I would check because if you have another program that has access to your camera, that could be why. Yeah, so hang on to restart his internet. Yep, probably. What's up, Lit Poppy? Yeah, we doing all right. We doing all right. See what Eddie has in store for us today. See what questions we get that we get to address. All right, let's see if we can get that video up now. Yeah, I don't know. It's still spinning. Okay. Yeah, normally anytime that happens to me, it's usually because a program has access to the camera. I don't know why it's doing that now, especially if you close everything out already. Yeah, Eddie has definitely has some technical difficulties. What up, get him? Yeah. I think he says he's gonna connect on his phone, so we should be good after that. Don't mind Coco Melon in the background. What's up? I didn't think you saw me. I'm dead. Bet. Glad you are. Get him. Glad you are. As long as we can get this man Eddie connected, we should be good. And then disappeared and fell off the map. There you go. Let's see if this video comes up. Excuse me. And it's still not coming up. What did you do? Oh, really? I don't know why it's not coming up. It's so weird. Because clearly it was showing on yours when you did the video share, but for me it's just not coming up. I don't have a option set to not show you. I don't know why. I can't find out that. Oh, someone said it's your internet. I'm dead. You got bad internet? Bad. No, that's fine. I brought up your screen, so that works anyways. Yeah, I got your screen blown up, so. Yeah, go ahead. You're good. It's fine. Go ahead. You can grab her. You're good. Yeah, it's gonna be a little weird because I'm on the bottom and I'm on your screen, but it should work out fine. You got the Twitch open. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Yo, I'm dead. Nah, I'm not. Nah, I'm not playing Dark Brawler. You're crazy. Mecha Frieza. What you been playing? BJX? Are you playing Gotenks or Gogeta? Yeah. You like it? The Zero Gogeta? Is it that good? Oh, hold on. Yeah, I see that. Hold on. There we go. They should be able to hear you now.
You guys still can't hear me? Wow, the video is not working for me.
No,
I got
no.
sabotaged.
That was me on my end. The audio on my end was had to have been. But it looks like it's working now.
You guys hear me now? I think Figgy's trying to sabotage me, guys.
Whole
You notice when
facts.
Fig's on here, this doesn't work.
Yo, honestly, this is the first time your video didn't work.
Nah, Fig's trying to
I had
sabotage
the
me,
sound
man.
muted on my end because when I do streams, some people don't want to be heard.
Mm,
So like I
mm,
had the setting off, but
mm. Yeah. What's up, boys? So let's start this team chat discussion. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really have a topic today, so I'm just gonna go off for what you guys want to go off.
to be
I've been
just,
just I what's up?
I was gonna say to be just as fair, I didn't even pay attention to what was going on this weekend regarding the events either. So all I know is that Blue Vegito had actually topped the Connecticut event.
I can tell you what happens. Mm, oh, I can access that document. I forgot I got screen sharing right now. Oof, that was close. That was close. Yeah, but Jax, it's funny. A lot of people laughed at the list that I put out. And if you look at what Hernandez went, he went undefeated in Swiss. And it was very similar to what I put out. It was like pretty much the one drops. He had the same exact thing. The difference is I don't know how he did it. He took out the Majin Buu's extinction attacks
Uh,
and somehow went in. I don't know how.
wait, who?
Because when you start Broly, like you're
You
gonna
said
get clapped.
Hernandez?
Yeah, Anthony Hernandez.
Oh,
He played at the what's his face, the Connecticut event that happened on Saturday. My feet. I'm like, oh, that's pretty expensive. I tell people Projects is fire. I was playtesting with them until like yesterday. I saw Gogeta. I'm like, you know what? I always, because every single time we have a team chat talk, right? I always say, listen, I think this is the most like underrated deck. I just haven't had time to read it. But today I actually came home early. I put this time aside to read these cards. And this deck, my guy, it's Titty.
I
Wow,
believe it.
Titty.
I
You
definitely,
will struggle against
I'll definitely have to see it in action. I haven't seen anyone playing it yet, so.
those played yesterday on a webcam event. That's what made me read it. I'm like,
Oh,
all right.
okay.
Listen, I wanted to be the first one who do something like big with the deck, but I saw it. It was getting prime time action. I'm like, all right, let me go back and actually read these cards. Because you know me, I always talk about the deck. I'm like, there
Right.
has to be something there. So when you read each card individually, it's like, yo, it counters each specific card hits a specific deck in the meta. So it's like if you don't need it, you put it back and you find the one that you need for the matchup. And I sat there and I went through the library of it. It's insane. And it's not that expensive. Like the TPs, there's two of them. Not including the Gohangs one. There's two of them. The Kai is a must, in my opinion. The Kai is a 4-0. Like hands down, is a 4-0. And then the other one, it's a dual attack guy, right? Well, it's
Yeah.
a 25, I believe. A 25 double strike. But then you can put a Goku and a Vegeta from your warp to your drop, and it pretty much rescands itself, and you get another attack. I was like, that's pretty solid. But that one, in my opinion, is not that necessary, only because you're gonna fall right into the trap of running into violent rays, and that's why I really didn't look at the deck at first. I'm like, this is just gonna lose to violent rays because everything I saw, you boost your 1Ks, they're gonna be like 20 plus, 30 plus, and I'm like, it's just neg. You're never gonna be able to attack. And I
Right.
sat down and I read the cards. Boy, reading is knowledge, you guys. I'm gonna tell you right now, that deck is insane.
Always.
It's really really good. The only problem I can see it running into is I don't know. I'm borderline on running the gates and not running the gates. But if I did run the gates, I would have to find room to put in the Kai from the Jex deck just to grab back things back. But I don't think I would use a negate like that defensively. If it's something that's really really super aggro, like a Gohan deck or anything like that, that goes tall and tries to just take me from 3-0 like Gohan or like 2-0, I just put in the brainwash mask saying that's a deck like the thing with the power rift, right? You're gonna struggle to find a balance between having 5 and drop for your burst and because your leader just warps everything. The only
Right.
card you have that you would put back cards would be gravy and stuff, and your union targets too, but they put 2 back at a time, so it's rough, man. Like I don't really see myself maining power burst in there, which is gonna leave you susceptible to those super super aggro decks game one. But
Right.
thankfully, Gohan is banned for best of one, so it didn't really matter about that.
Yeah, that's true.
On the deck is really good. No, I'm
Yeah,
impressed.
I definitely, like I said, I know that when it first dropped, that was some because the blue cards are blue. The black cards,
Mm-hmm.
black and blue, were the only two color of cards that I was checking out and reading. And they, like I said, the cards seem solid. But it just seems like a complete reverse from VJX and how the deck like functions. Obviously, with maintaining the warp, compared to maintaining the drop. But it's definitely, like I said, it definitely seems pretty strong, and I believe someone had actually made top cut with it at the on the webcam event.
He lost his win, and then I saw his build. It was a good build.
Oh,
I would
was it
change a
top
couple
8 or is it
things.
top 16?
It was top 8. He lost to
Oh,
Reaper
okay,
Gohan both
yeah,
times. In my opinion, if you're
yeah,
playing
that's rough.
black, you have to be playing brainwash. Like
Oh yeah,
like I said, the power rush is good and all, but bro, both his losses were literally Reaper Gohan, which is unfortunate
right.
because that deck does put in work. Like I said, after I read the cards, this is really really interesting. He had both the TPs. He had 2 high TPs. Man, I could just pull it up. All right, hopefully nothing crazy pops. You know what? Just let me take off screen share right now
I'm
before something
dead.
crazy pops up, and then I'll share my screen.
Yeah, you wildin'.
I don't trust what people be sending
I'm
me in these
dead.
DMs.
Yeah, I believe it. I
You
definitely
guys
believe
are
it.
be surprised.
That's too funny. This man said, "Nah, I'm good."
Um,
Crazy.
where is
Yeah,
it?
no,
Where is
I
it?
mean, I definitely don't sleep on Vegito. Like I said, I still think it is one of the best blue leaders. Of course, having the ability to maintain a unison that's at the moment very uninteractable is always very nice. And like Gundam said,
I
if you're
agree.
playing a good package like Janemba, like you can definitely, you can definitely pull off some shenanigans. But I just feel like something like Janemba, things that require, more energy to be able to pretty much, push your turns, push your plays, and to be able to do more are better with a leader like Soul Striker. I mean, I know he's a little bit easier to combat because there's a lot more silver bullets that affect him, but in general, like he just does more. But Vegito's nice because even if you're playing a combo based deck like Janemba, if your opponent decides to even touch your board or deal with your board, then obviously you get rewarded with your leader's ability. So that's always nice. That's the only reason why I love Vegito is being able to put stuff on board and
Yes.
literally just your opponent rewarding you for putting something on the board and them having to deal with it. It's nice.
Unless, and this is why, in my opinion, if you're playing a black deck this format, it has to be Sands. Because Sands reward you for finally going against blue. Because black's
Yeah.
biggest weakness is
Yep.
always blue, in my opinion, because they had the D magics on the good stuff. All these
Yep.
silver bullets, I could screen
There's
share again.
there's
So I
just
think I
so
found.
many of them, man. Like there's so many silver bullets, and of
Yeah.
course, if Gogeta Xeno starts seeing play in the meta, I mean that deck also has its own built-in silver bullets as well. So ones that you're more likely
Alright, let me
to
check.
more likely to mainboard and play, aside from just like not playing like the Vegeta and things like that. So because then you can just mainboard the Vegeta and have access to it whenever you need it.
Alright.
Whereas all the other
Can you guys
black
see my
decks, I'm
screen?
sure, I didn't. I'm watching it now. Yep.
Cool. Yeah, this deck right here has a lot of potential. I like how his I guess the foundation is. I agree with obviously the four O's, the four O's, the four O's, the four O's. This TP I'm not sold on. I just think, like I said, I like things to be very efficient. I don't like to main deck stuff. I don't just get shut out in game one. I don't like to lose game one at all. So it's very powerful. Like I said, it's a 25. I believe it's a 25K. I know it's a double strike, but if you put back, like I said, a one drop Goku and a one drop Vegeta from your warp to your drop, it's pretty much resetting itself. So essentially, it's a 25K dual attack double striker. Essentially, that's what it is. It's I like it. I don't know if I'd mainboard it because one thing I don't notice him maining is the Vegeta. Because of Vegeta one drop that because blue's becoming very relevant again. There's a lot of blue babies running around. We seen this past weekend. I believe it was Miguel. He topped the
Yep.
Connecticut event with
Yep.
blue Vegito. So in my opinion, I would main deck the one drop Vegetas over this. This Kai, you already know me. I have like a really love hate relationship with the
Yeah.
Kai. But the biggest issue with the power burst that I see before, if you not only is he running overwhelm, it's really hard for him to feel his job because the fact that he only runs 2 Gravy. So I don't know. He found a way to do it because he was obviously successful. He went undefeated the entire day, only losing to unfortunately his last round, which is a winning in against Gohan, Reboot Gohan, and I believe it was the second or the third to last round against Reboot Gohan as well. And both those Reboot Gohans ended up being in top 8. So I would definitely run Gravy at 4, like 100% in my build. I don't want to go too in depth on my build and stuff, but I'll take it right now. This deck is really, really wild. I'm
So
not sure if I would run double overrealm slots though. I'd probably pick one overrealm and stick with it. Like I said, the biggest issue is not for his version. I'm not saying how he is it, but the way I have it currently is I want to just go and just win without
right.
getting shut out by a Viant. The worst thing they could possibly do to you is a Dormant Potential, right? Now, the one thing I did like Power Burst for is when you do go against stuff like Dormant Potential or stuff that just massive board wipes you. Because now all your one drops, you can just pick it back up for free and you just start playing it again. So I was kind of like on the fence for Power Burst. The only thing is with the Power Burst, I would have to add the one drop targets, like I said.
So
Yeah,
somebody said in the chat, what about Crisis Crusher? Is Crisis Crusher something that would pretty much body the deck in terms of stopping the
no,
one drops from swinging, or
it wouldn't because of this card. So my overall choice, I just tell you, it's obviously the SS4 Goku because the
right,
trunks. I mean, I understand the trunks. You get to filter through your deck more, and you get to warp one. So if you need a piece in your warp, you get to just send it there.
right,
But the thing about this, it'll help you destroy all floodgates, right? Because for instance, if you have a Crisis Crusher on board, don't forget Crisis Crusher, guys. Your opponent has to have nothing in play for it to be a one drop. So in the beginning of the game, yeah, it's cute and all. But if you hold on to one of these, it'll stop the black mass and it'll stop everything. And if you just hold on to one of these too as well, you could always just whenever. That's why I said you have to run 4 gravies. Whenever you have a warp or a drop, you just overwhelm sick and you grab this bad boy. So what this does, you just take a Goku and you take a Vegeta, your Union Fusion. Guys, don't forget. I know we're coming from playing Vegex, right? Vegex is Union Victoria. Union Fusion is from hand. But with these, it says permanent. You can use two. You could have targets in your warp and put it to your drop. Do not forget, like Union Fusion is from hand. It's like the old school, the Gogeta, the barrier
right.
effect guy, right? Union Fusion. You send it to hand to drop. Union Victoria, because like I said, it's both black. You just came from playing with Jax. We understand it could be common mistakes, but please, just know that it's two different things. But like I was saying, this combo, in my opinion, this would be a 4 because this ensures that you don't get shut out by floodgates. 100%,
What
I'm
is
running this at 4.
what does that Gotenks do, or Gogeta?
This
My bad.
Gogeta, this Gogeta,
Yeah.
it pops anything. It pops anything that's 4 or less. It
Oh,
warps
okay.
it.
Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't
Yeah.
destroy.
So then
It
you
doesn't.
have a main
It
board out
warps
to
it.
Crisis Crusher then.
Exactly. It warps it. So it's not like okay, cool. Hey, we're gonna sit there and try to KO. No, it straight warps the stuff. So, and
Okay.
like the thing with Crisis Crusher is, unless your opponent is just not doing anything, he's gonna have a board. So I doubt your opponent's gonna tap 3 and just say, okay, I'm just gonna play Crisis Crusher. You see what I'm saying? It's not really good at all. So
Yeah, I mean it's not like Black Mass Sand where you can pretty much play it at any point, even after you've established a
yeah,
board. Yeah, it has to be the first thing you do. In most decks, they have some sort of linear line of play that they have to do in order to start gaining advantage. So
yeah. But I like how he was going for. Like I said, we're
it
two.
looks neat,
He's a
honestly.
great his deck does look clean, like I said, but we're two completely deck builders. He did. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not clowning this man because he did eliminate me in Daylon Max tournament. Top 16. I'll never forget it. It was a Piccolo Surge mirror match, man. Game 1, he got me on cell, the
Mm,
cell Seeker.
yeah,
Game 2, got him back cleanly, boys. It was a swift one. And then game 3, he shook my hand and said, "You want to see cell? Or you just want me to shake your hand?" I'm like, "Oh damn, you got me, coach." So
I'm
he
dead.
did beat me in that. So he's a really solid player. But yeah, the deck, like I said, the foundation, I like it. This TP, I'm not sold yet. 100% I would have it. I'm not sure if it'd be in the main board or the sideboard because decks that aren't red, 100% I'm having this. I'm clapping cheeks every single time. Dormant, all right, cool. You're still stopping a 25k base double strike. I'm just gonna restand and swing again. Like, and
Right.
this is all base stuff as well. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's definitely interesting.
and
Like I
this is
said,
why we can't screen share because all the DMs are just gonna randomly pop.
nah,
Like, I
you're
gotta
good.
take screen share off.
But yeah, no,
This is gonna be wild. Random
nah,
stuff is gonna start popping up.
that list definitely does seem dope. Like I said, I haven't I've read the cards, like I said, when the set dropped, and it seemed very interesting, but it's nice to definitely see a lot of these decks starting to come into play because even like launch and stuff now is starting to come into play. Even in the most recent tournament, the webcam tournament, as well as the PPG event in Miami as well. So because you really
Well, I
didn't see
guess you can
you
screen
didn't you
share
really
while I'm
didn't
reading though.
You really didn't see a lot of people playing launch before, which is nice.
Now launch is ridiculous, but the thing that was ridiculous, you try to keep on it down low, was King Piccolo. But every
Yeah.
single time I have a team chats, I always give it praise. I'm not gonna lie. I think that deck is like a wreck for Jax, bro. Like King Piccolo guys, I'm not trolling. One thing about me, I don't really troll about decks. If I tell you the deck is fire, I'm not trying to bait you. I'm like literally telling you the deck is fire, man. The same way I told you guys before this weekend, I said it multiple times. People who are sleeping on Gohan are just gonna get clapped. If Gohan was ban worthy in best of one, what makes you think he loses any power in game one? Like literally, they ban him in best of one because he's an auto win for game one. So what makes you think that's going to change in best of three? Because best of three, the only
Right.
difference is now you have to have your sideboard negates specifically for Gohan. Because if you don't, guess what? Those cheeks are still going to get clapped. Like it
Right.
doesn't matter. The only difference is you may go first. So if somehow you win game two, guess who's going to go first game three? And guess what happened? You also have to still see those sideboard cards game three. So
Exactly.
and me
Yeah.
tell people that I'm like, bro, I take Gohan to an event. Like Gohan's still clapping shit. No, Gohan is dead. I'm like, okay, bro.
Nah,
You gonna
Gohan
say
definitely
Gohan is
does.
dead when you be signing that match fit, bro? I'm
Yep.
shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm
Nah, it definitely
all right.
does. That's one of those decks you just have to respect because it exists.
Yeah.
Definitely
It
is.
says the X doesn't die to Vegeta Unison. Vegeta Unison. Oh, I think he meant Vegito. Vegex. I mean, if you talk about the Vegito versus Vegex,
I'm
he
not
should
sure what
win
he's
that.
referring to.
I think that's what he's referring to. I've been doing with Vegeta with the Gemma package. It's pretty good. Try out Soul Striker. The reason I would suggest you to try out Soul Striker with the Gemma package because it allows you to get more bang for your buck because
Yeah,
you're
that's what I
untapping.
was saying
So yeah,
earlier.
it definitely be Soul Striker. In my opinion, the only alternative leader I'd use for that would be Shenron, like the actual warp your ball Shenron and get his guy triple attack. I try that too, but the primary one I'd try would
It's
be reboot.
you said reboot Soul Striker?
Reboot Soul Striker, yeah, reboot
Oh
Soul
yeah,
Striker.
yeah, no, 100%. That's what I was saying earlier. Just being able to untap during your turn with decks that have combo pieces is just too good
Yeah.
for to not play it with Soul Striker. But Vegito's cute. Like I said, you definitely still get rewarded for putting stuff on board. So
Okay, and we have what's up, Coop? My boy Coop. I had to teach Coop the ways of mono green, bro. I'm like, bro, Gohan. I understand the blue part; it's cute, bro. But at the end of the day, we're not looking for cute. We're looking for these W's, B. Like,
I'm dead.
because it'll catch up to you when an opponent like knows what he's doing and knows how to come at Gohan. You running blue greens gonna catch up to you because it's either you're
Right.
gonna have to charge your multicolor and for that turn be tapped, and that you just literally give them the turn they need. It's like, whoo, thank God. And they're just gonna adapt. Like, it's gonna be hard to kill him from there.
Right.
Donald, I have to educate you, bro. I don't know how you lost Red Broly on your winning in using Dark Broly. That to me is mind baffling, B. Like, I'm confused. I would have to watch that matchup because John, like, he smacked you, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think he got 2-0. That, damn, B. We're gonna have to get in the time chamber for that. I ain't gonna lie. That burns me, bro. I'm like, bro, you gotta win it in with Dark Broly. There was 10 Dark Brolys that entered the webcam event this past weekend, and not one top. I wanted to
Really?
cry.
Oh wow.
Not one top, bro. I'm like,
Dang.
what in the world? And when you see top cut, it was 2 red Broly got in top cut. It was a set 1 golden Frieza, Mecha Frieza. What else was it? 1 Turles and 1 King Piccolo. And I'm like, bro, what?
That's
And
wild.
0 Dark Broly, bro. I was like, I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of sad, bro.
Yeah, I think
I
I'd have
was
been
really,
too.
really kind of sad. I will tell you, Donald, I could probably tell what happened was John probably took advantage of the fact that you went to 3 energy. And he probably savaged you with the 6 drop. But I tell all Dark Broly players, you have to learn to play around Red Broly, right? So when you're playing Red Broly, if you gonna go to 3 energy because he no matter what you do, he's gonna go to 4 energies next turn. That's the turn you want to make your bro. And then you start warping his board. Because if you clear his board and you make your burn him, he's literally stuck. The only thing he can do to combat that is a Violent Raise. But if you Violent Raise you, just make sure you attack with your Ravager first because now he's going to lose massive cards from his hands. Because the turn you start clearing his board, you start clearing that 1 chain. Obviously, you'd make a Cabrera first, right? And you call the piece. Obviously, it's the 4 drop. He's going to use his leader ability. He's going to use 1 from his hand because he has to play it, plus he has to pitch 1 for it. And you make a Cabrera. So when you attack, he's probably going to Violent Raise you. So he's going to lose a Violent Raise and he's going to lose another card. He just lost 4 cards. That deck is not a combo heavy deck. That deck has pieces. For them to just give you 4 cards like that, you have to capitalize. But if you do silly mistakes by just letting them capitalize by, oh snap, you're at 3, so all I gotta do is Violent Rage the next time be able to 6-drop you, it's rough. And this is why I tell you have to be very, very vigilant when you do this. It's all about timing. Because if you're able to make them lose 4 cards, and no matter what they do, they still can't hit the 6-drop on you, they are screwed. Because this 6-drop will literally turn the tide on you because it's like, okay, cool. They just lost 4 cards, but the fact that their 6-drop is coming in, you're gonna lose 3 random cards, which could be a negate, a brainwash, whatever you need, and it's gonna swing at you. And it's like, well, damn, if you had the one negate and they worked it from your hand, now you're gonna start losing pieces back, and that's how
Right.
Broly comes back and beats you. Like that matchup to me, it's very very simple. But I've been playing Dark Broly for the longest. I've been preaching Dark Broly, but people said Shinron would beat it. I don't know how Shinron was supposed to beat it, but I've been preaching Dark Broly for long, so I understand that matchup inside and out. And another thing that just pushes it over the edge, like that's already what you're supposed to do. But if somehow you have petrification in there, it's not even fun, bro. Like they're just gonna lose. They really can't do
Yeah,
anything.
petrification definitely shuts that deck out,
Yeah,
especially when you're
it's
going
like
turn after turn, like Meki, then petrification, Meki, then
it's game,
petrification.
yeah.
It
If you
it doesn't
alternate
matter
them,
how long they try
it's
to stall,
game,
they're
B.
gonna lose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna lose because you're forgetting. Yes, petrification is the same as violent wave, so you lose 2 cards. But for them, that completely shuts down everything. It doesn't shut violent rays doesn't shut you down. Violent rays is a -3 for them inherently because
Right.
literally Ravager is supposed to be the first thing you do. Like if you Ravager, you do it, they're gonna lose 1 card. They lose 2 for violent rays, and you could combo off after you attack with your leader, or you can combo off Ravager after you attack with your Mecha Cabrera, and then bring them back. Like they'll lose a massive card advantage. And Red Broly is that's how you beat it. It doesn't have massive card advantage. The only other way they can come back and beat you to that is through the Piccolo Unison. And if you let that Piccolo Unison go to 6, you will lose. I don't care how big your hand is, how many brainwash you have, you're gonna lose the game because that Pan coming out. I played John multiple times. I can tell you right now, he's playing Pan, he's playing the Ape. So that Ape is gonna have multiple attacks, and he's double strike crit. I'm pretty sure that Ape is critical. It's 15k, but Pan is gonna push it to 20, and he's just gonna KO something. So that Ape is gonna sink tight. So you're gonna lose the game if you let that Piccolo Unison go off. So I could go all day about that matchup. You're not supposed to lose that matchup at all. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like even
Yeah,
if you brick,
I
you're
can
not
definitely
supposed to lose that matchup.
say even like I said in best of 3, like
Yeah,
you have tools, you have too many access to tools that literally just push out Red Brawley turn to turn, and
mm,
like even if Red Brawley tries to stall sitting on Violent Rays, it's just they don't do anything. Red Brawley can't do anything unless it solidifies a board, and if you can't build a board or your board is stunned, like what are you doing at that point? You're not playing the game. You're just basically stalling out your opponent, hoping he's not going to beat you. That's all it
yeah.
literally comes down to.
I'm trying to find the card. I don't know if I have it here. There's a card I was gonna debut in Dark Broly,
Yeah.
but I stopped playing it, so
So
people may
you
not
about to
know about
debut
it.
it?
Um, yeah, I'll just show you guys, give you guys some free info since you guys joined, and I appreciate y'all. But you guys know how much I preach that SS4 Bardock is a must. People still don't believe me, but in my opinion, that SS4 Bardock is a must. There's a card exactly like the SS4 Bardock that gets under Violent Rays.
Oh.
Oh my god, where did I put it,
Yo,
bro?
this man
This is
John
nag.
said you played me multiple times, Eddie. LOL. Someone on an alternate account.
Oh, yeah, I am an alternate. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know who I'm
This
playing.
man's got
Like,
like 10
John,
alternate accounts, bro.
I do. My whole team knows because the thing about
It's wild.
when I play my games and when I play under my real account, people sit there and they watch what you do and they just copy the deck. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to bring this in the
Yeah.
tournament. I'm not trying to like show y'all the deck for free. I
Right.
play alternate accounts. I'll tell you, you'll probably never see him again. John, the account Daddio, you weren't losing to a scrub, bro. That was me. Daddio, that was my
I'm
account. I'll
dead.
tell you right now. The reason why I say Daddio was my account, I don't play on that account no more. People found out what it was. Like, people are like, bro, what in the world? Who runs this card? And they're like, oh, snap. I'm not gonna say the mistake I made that made me get found out, but that was me. Trust me. So don't feel bad. Those losses you took from Daddio, that was
Yeah,
100% me
John,
right
it
there.
was Daddy-O.
Them teams
Yeah.
were savage, but
I'm
trust me, bro.
dead.
Like I'm on alternate accounts, bro. Like I play my stuff, and if you get beat bad and it's a random account and you don't know what it is, it's probably me. I'm not gonna tell you what my name is, but it's
He said
probably
it's
me.
probably me.
No,
It's
because
dead.
there's some people that's known people, and it's a
Yeah.
complete random person that jumps on, and it's like, bro, this guy gets lucky. It's not luck, bro. Like I know what I'm doing. It just
Right.
seems lucky because you don't know who's behind
Yeah.
the account.
No,
I'm trying to find this card
that
for you guys.
that makes sense.
Oh, what am I doing? I can screen share. I snap. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
show you guys from here.
Yeah, your screen's up, so you're good.
Yeah, I forgot. I could just show you guys from here. Let's
Yeah.
do Shenanigans.
I don't even play on Untap enough, and when I get on, people just automatically know it's me, and I don't even play. Like I played one game, and
People know.
I think I played with John actually. I was playing Mecha Frieza, and this man was just like, "Yo, what's up, Figs?" And I'm like, "Damn, like I haven't. This is my first time on Untap in like 3 months, and this man knew it was me." I'm
Nah,
like,
nah,
"All
nah.
right,
Bro,
I guess that's how
you know
that
why I got
works."
off that? Andrew Duvall, bro. I got Andrew Duvall. I was playing a freaking
Oh
I was
God,
playing my Green Broly list. Oh, here it is right now, the Green Broly list. I was playing the Green. Oh, I don't fall. I was playing the Green Broly list and I got him, bro. He was like, "Bro, who
really?
plays this?" I'm like, "Bro, I do, bro. Say something." He
You
started
know,
talking smack. I'm like,
yo, you know what you
"See what
should,
you did, bro?
yeah.
I got him, bro."
Yeah, you see how I do. You gotta have you have to have a line or a motto that you say so that when when you play certain people and you know who it is, you can just say it and they know it's you. And you'd be so upset.
Bro, all right,
Yo,
guys, here it is.
oh dead.
Where is he?
Oh,
Where is my guy?
you're looking for
Oh,
the
it's
dual
not Gohan.
attack? It's
Excuse me.
Goten. Yeah,
It's
I know what you're talking
Goten.
about now.
Yeah, it's Goten. This guy, bro. This guy is literally this is for Bardock that gets under Violent Race, and they'll be sick because they lost two cards, and especially against Red Broly, they're gonna be sick. Because Red Broly's like, well, damn, bro, I just lost two cards, and plus you have to stop this attack because realistically, if you do it right, you're going to have the Berserker that will work the ball, and ball's not gonna be an issue out there anymore. She's gonna be okay, cool. You're swinging 15-15. They're not gonna give you a super combo outcome of 15. So now if they give you 5Ks, you're losing pieces from their hand because don't forget, you stun them with Mecha Cabrera. That matchup, I'm telling you, that Red Broly matchup is an auto win for Dark Broly. But you have to know what you're doing because if you don't know what you're doing, you will get clapped, clapped. Because
Yeah,
hand destruction and
I
crit
can.
makes no sense.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. And like John said, it's a neg two. I mean, it is a neg two, but you got to think about it like this: Red Brawley doesn't draw like on the front side.
Not at all.
It
Not at
doesn't
all.
draw, and it doesn't draw on Awaken. So like you're getting two cards on Dark Brawley's Awaken. Literally equates to this card being played. Not only is it either A gonna put you down to 2 if you're at 4, if you decide to not give cards, but then on top of that, like
Oh,
you're not gonna win next turn because you're probably gonna be stunned. Like
yeah.
if you started off with the Violent
This is
Rays
the card
after
we
he
probably
played,
beat them with, by the way.
yeah, 100% like that card, whether it's a neg 2 or not, it's still gonna put in the pressure it needs to, no matter what.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's either gonna get two cards under
But
the
the way
hand
you have to,
or
yeah.
it's gonna force 2 life. And if you go down to 2, you already know Eddie's hitting you with the leader.
Bro, if you go on a two, you're dead,
The
bro. You're dead. I don't.
exactly.
I will swing with a
You
Mecha
already
Cabrera.
know.
You are dead, bro.
Yep.
Like there's literally times like people are like this guy's a scrub. I played a super combo. I literally hard casted my Vegeta super combo in 1 per game, bro. I'm like, you're dead, B. Like you snapped. The one biggest thing I will tell you is I split my double strikes for Dark Broly. It
Yeah.
wasn't just all cracks anymore. I split it between I went up, it's 3 crack in space time, it was 3 and Supreme Kai.
Nah, that's
Those double
necessary.
strikes. I don't think people understand
I
with
think in
the
black when cards are so free, I think it's just especially when you have 30Ks, like 40K double strike, will you sacrifice one
bro.
card out of your hand to force your opponent to drop like 5 cards or take 2 damage and be in a very uncomfortable position? Like it's just 2 plus. It is, honestly.
But they didn't even show. Yeah, this is the card that I know John probably beat you with because he loves this combo and it is an excellent combo. It's this.
Oh yeah,
You
I've seen that
using
around,
this
yeah.
with Fearless Pan off your Piccolo is game. So if you don't know this is coming, you're gonna lose. I just know it's coming because I played him a lot, and this card is like Piccolo envy. I'd rather him hit Pan and miss this. Because if he hits Pan with this, it's like, oh
Oh
my
yeah,
god,
he's a
like
dual attack, right? He
it's just
restands
rough.
if you pop one of your dudes.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I've
yes,
seen
and
that.
it's critical, dude. It is critical. It's a 20K crit. It's like boom, boom, double strike crit, bro. It is
Oh yeah,
meg.
that's obnoxious, especially with Pan. Yeah.
I'm trying to find. Oh man, I should have had all these cards out ready for you guys. But the reason why I love the Bardock combo so much, my bad, guys. I'm
Yeah,
like
I mean,
all over the place right now, trying to find the
people have
cards
been
to show
playing
you.
the ape in the deck for a little while, but I mean, it's something that like I know originally when the Unison was announced, that was one of the main cards that people were talking about playing with the Unison. But it just didn't see the play because the free play Piccolo, like it has its own application if you draw it. So it's like, do you play a card that if you draw you're never gonna actually cast it, or do you play a card that if you draw it you can still play it, or still be able to play it under the Unison? You know, so it was like there was still one that was greater than the other in terms of playability. That's why a lot of people weren't playing the ape over the Piccolo, King Piccolo from the draft.
Facts. But the thing about this card, right? I'm gonna preach this till I day I die. This wins in the mirror match. The turn they called Mecha Cabrera, he
Yeah, that
looked
card
him in
puts
the
in a
face
lot of
and said,
work.
"You played well, my friend. Is going to the next game." Because the turn they call Mecha Cabrera, I'm gonna show you exactly what you do, bro. It is game. If you, especially if you're going into 3 energy, it is game. This is why I went to 3 and 3. The turn they get Mecha Cabrera, bro. Swing with your leader. Well, I lied. Do that last because you want to just show him this sweet, beautiful combo first.
I'm
You
dead.
overown 6, right?
Yep.
Overown 6 with this bad boy. You swing. Okay. Drop a double strike, bro. You're literally clearing board, bro. Dropping. This is 35 base. This is just the first swing too. This is no super combos. This is just one double strike. This is 35 base double strike. That's gonna restand again. If they take this first, they're not gonna take the first damage. But what it's gonna allow you to do, right? If they combo out their hand to the point where you can tell they don't have super combos, like, okay, cool, I just got you. Now, instead of swinging again with the second double strike, you would just swing. See if they're going to take it or not. Most likely, they're not going to take it because they want to go down to 3. They don't want to go down to 2. They're going to out combo it again. So now that you cleared their hand and you cleared the board because they don't want to take this damage, now you make your bury them and it's game. Because the fact that they
Yeah.
start clearing their board to like have that combo power on, it's like, okay, cool. Now you're just dead because you can't mech me next turn. You see what I'm saying? You're going to get your cheeks clapped. Like
Yeah,
100%
that's rough.
clapped.
Wow. Yeah.
This is why I went up to 3-3. And this is still holding this in your hand. Guys, you guys are saying I'm crazy playing the gates. What do you think this is? Like, it's not just an offensive card. If I'm gonna get cracked, I'm just gonna crack you in space time. Be like, okay, cool. You're swinging for 30. This base is my leader
Yeah,
is 30.
it's 30.
With the gravy, you know how much value this is. Like, if I just use this on defense and a gravy that puts 2 more in, because you're trying to do the math. I'm like, nah, fam, you're about to get clapped next turn. Like, Broly, I'm not gonna lie. If I didn't have kids, I still had this, I had to sell it, bro. My son's birthday was on
I'm
Friday. I'm like, bro, I
dead.
need some money to do something. I literally sold my entire deck yesterday. I wanted to cry, bro. I just got half a grand for it, though. But like, this deck is insane.
For what? For Dark
Insane.
Rally?
Yes, bro.
You
The
got rid
thing
of
he
Dark
shot up,
Rally? Damn.
bro. I'm sad. This is the only thing I have from Dark Broly. This deck. It's actually money wise. I didn't want to get rid of it because I'm running in projects.
Yeah.
Because the thing about projects, right? You duck Violent Ray, so people take it out, and I'm like, gotcha, guy. Beep beep. And it's just yeah, you got
Yeah.
clapped. Dude.
Does he cost
So,
energy or no?
No, it's over on 6 for free.
Oh, it is.
Bro, this
Oh,
guy
damn.
is free. This guy is free.
So I see why that card went up.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, people say don't run this card, run Heartfelt Plea over. I'm like, Heartfelt Plea at max is a triple strike. This is a quad strike. That's bigger than Heartfelt Plea if you give it double strike. A quad strike, dude. Like, you could literally swing, go in, swing. All right, cool. And somehow this guy taps you out. Guess what you have with your leader? Like, I don't think people understand the value of this card. Like, but I'm gonna start preaching it. I'm just gonna hold on to mine, and
Yeah.
hopefully people don't play it. Because if you don't play it, a mirror match, and I do play, you're gonna get clapped. Because the turn you call Mega Cabrera, you better look at my energy. If you have 3, you're dead. Like, you're dead in the water. That's enough for that. So I'm not gonna keep giving up my spices. I probably won't touch that deck again until the invitationals. So
I don't blame you. That card next year, I can see that puts in a lot of work. That definitely does. Yeah.
People don't put 1 and 2 together. They're just saying he doesn't play this, he doesn't play that, bro. The thing you just do with Heartfelt Plea to draw 2 cards, you're gonna give me like 4 or 6, and if you don't give me 4 or 6, you're gonna die. Like, that's it. All right, let's go on. We have Gohan slaps. Gohan does slap, but I'll tell you what, bro. I respect Gohan, and this is why in my build I can't run. Oh damn! I have to run the Vegex. I can't run no other deck but the Vegex because you need, in my opinion, if you're running any black deck, you have to run at least 4 brainwash. Don't worry. It doesn't have to be in the main board, but you have to have access to at least 4. Whether you have 2 in the main and 2 in the side, because Reboot Gohan will spank you. During PPG Miami, I faced 2 Reboot Gohans. Figs, I 2-0'd 2 Reboot Gohans with no negates in my deck. Let me repeat that again.
Dang.
I 2-0'd a Reboot Gohan player with no negates in my deck. But you know what I did have in my hand? And Legends was sitting right next to me.
Double strikes?
I had 2 Brainwash.
Oh, Brainwash,
entire hand back, and I molded. I had a place of Brainwash in my hand, just waiting for my opponent to do something. I'm like, okay, cool, no negates. Yeah, like, you don't play negates, dude. You're gonna lose. I'm like,
oh, you waited for him to all in?
Bro, Figs,
That's
you
savage.
can't even all in. You can't all in because you can only hit me once. You can only hit me once. The turn you use your leader off the first swing, it's 1. The turn you use it again off your second swing, it's 1. I'll have a fat hand. You're not critical. You're giving me cards, B. And the thing about it, now you have to have, you're forced to have negates. Because since I'm only taking one, as soon as you pass, all your combo power is going to disappear. You know why? Because you just self-waking yourself, and now I'm going 35. That's it. 35. That's it. You see what I'm saying? The thing
Right.
adds up quick. The only thing you can do at that time and point is self Kamehameha. And this is exactly why I say 35. Because now you need to self Kamehameha on me and give me a super combo. That is just, the math is not adding up for them at all.
Nah,
That's
definitely
why
not. That's
I
rough.
say, if you're playing a black deck and you're not playing for Brainwash no more, I pray to the Ryu Gohan gods that they play you in top cut just to teach you a lesson. Because I'm telling you, this brainwash, bro, there's no more. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm
Let's
dead.
get to these comments, bro. Shinron for real, bro, like the black one. Yeah, like you think I'm trolling, but the Shinron black one, if you think about it, the Nemba, if you get it to a certain point and you do it early enough, it'll be a triple attack. And all that stuff is crazy. It's like, imagine you're playing Red Broly, except that 6-drop is like 3 attacks coming to your face, B. Like that thing is rough. But I wouldn't suggest that right now because there's a lot of red heavy decks and you'll probably get shut out against some Violent Rage. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah. Gcam says I played Dark Broly and got clapped by Red Broly and Vegeta Unison. No, that's Gcam, perfect example. And that's exactly why I tell you you have to up your double strikes. Because you being able to up your double strikes is going to allow you to clear the Vegeta Unison. Because realistic, what they want to do is, right, turn 2, they're gonna tap out for the Vegeta Unison. And the first thing they're gonna do, if they're smart, and you attack, because your leader's gonna attack into their Unison, they're gonna Nimbus it. But now that they're tapped, you're gonna have to take a life. So right now, this is where I'm like, oh, this is cool. This is where the Gohan takes in. Because if you're playing the Gohan, you can just try to kill him right then and there. Because they have 3 life, and they just tap out for that Vegeta Unison. Because they Nimbus it, like, okay, cool. They could take the life and Nimbus the leader swing. Because the leader swing is 100% going to be a cracking space time, 100% to eliminate the Vegeta Unison. So they Nimbus it and say they can't attack no more. And they have 2 options, bro. You can go the Gohan route and just swing. Okay, cool. You do that, and you swing again. They can't combo on the Unison. Don't forget. So it's either they're giving energy still. Somehow they're giving energy. I'm like, you're just gonna lose, or you're just gonna get through it. That's why I tell you, it's all about matchup knowledge. It's another reason why you could ask my team. They tell me about Dark Broly. I tell them every single week, especially the guys in the player initiatives. I said my Dark Broly list is never final. I could never put out an exact final list because every week you have to hold something back. Because if you just throw everything out there, you're just gonna lose. Like you guys start SS4 Bardock, you're like, this guy's gonna super lose to Violent Rays. But then the next week I showed you, you thought I was gonna super lose to Violent Rays until the SS4 Bardocks came out the main board, and now you have it Gohan. So now you just neg 2 of Violent Rays, and I'm still attacking you at least 3 times. At least 3 times. So I'm gonna be smart. If you're playing red, I'm swinging my 30k first. You're swinging the 30k first, you have to hardcore negate it. Now I'm swinging my leader. Now you think, okay, cool. Maybe if I have one more negate, maybe it's even a spark in negate, I can take it because that's it with my attack. Then I'm like, nope, you got. Because now you have to overwhelm 3, I'm swinging 2 more times. That's how you got to keep playing. Like every week, you can't bring the same deck. You can't neck deck someone and expect to have success because the person you're copying had success. People are gonna prepare for it, so you got to hit them with the unexpected. Nobody in their mama's mind would have saw that go time. I keep saying go on the go time. Nobody would have saw it. It's like, well, damn, I just violently raised only to neg. Think about it. You're playing
Right.
Red Broly. You violently raised my Ravager, dude, because obviously you think that's it. So now you have a leader. Let's say worst case scenario, you have a bot. So now you're a bot. You're thinking, okay, cool. I violently raised it and I bought. He's done. I have a Goten and I have massive energy open. This is why I tell you I up my double strikes to 3/3 each because that Gohan could literally kill you off the blink of an eye because it's dual attack. And the thing with it, you got to. This is why I tell you player knowledge comes into really handy, right? Goten, you can't interact with it with Zamasu super combo because the only thing you can't find a flash, I'll tell you that. But if you already give me the life, that's fine. I really don't care that time point because you're at what 1 to 2 life for the rest of the game. I'm just gonna kill you. But at Goten, you can't interact with Zamasu because it's an activating main. You can pitch a card and it'll restand it. So it's kind of like a turtle, I guess, in a way. It's stuff like that you got to keep hitting with your opponent with each and every single week. You got to expect to take a
That's
deck
dope.
and copy it, especially Dark Broly. Like Dark Broly is a deck that always evolves. One week it does good, then you say, okay, cool. This is what I hit you with last time. This is what I'm gonna hit you with next time. After that, this is what I'm gonna hit you with next time. And you just keep going up and up and up. You saw when I first played it, I had 2
Yeah.
Demigras. My week matchups were getting clapped against Demigra. The next week, took the Demigras out, and you had to use 7 drops. Those 7 drops were putting in work. The next week, it was literally the SS4 Bardock. So SS4 Bardock is putting in work. So now you're looking out for all this. What's the common denominator? These are all 25 or 20 and higher. The next week would have been, okay, took the SS4 Bardocks out and put in the goaltender. And it's like, bro, how do you stop this step? Every week it changes, and that's how it's supposed to be. That's why I love Dark Broly. I honestly think Dark Broly is one of the best decks ever made in this game. But let's keep going on.
Free is free.
Kun said Bardock Tenacious. It's cute, but the thing about Bardock Tenacious, that happened to me. The first webcam event when I was undefeated, that literally happened to me. Every single mirror match I had, they had it. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that card because I'm still gonna kill you because like at that time and point when you Bardock Tenacious, you're forced to not only do you have to tap in energy, you're forced to either have negates A or you're forced to have the brainwash no more because the Bardock Tenacious is essentially like dormant. You have 2 attacks. If those 2 attacks connect, you're dead. That's what I don't like about it. If it said, I don't know, maybe even if it was the same card, but it was free, right? You paid no energy, it's just the same card. I can understand it. But the fact that you're paying energy, it doesn't really stop me from attacking at all. It's just, I'm pretty sure what it says you can only attack with a battle card once, correct?
Yeah, it's basically worded as it's worded like Flying Nimbus for black.
Yeah, so essentially, if you, damn, I can't even say what I was gonna say because I was gonna be the build after the go 10. Yeah, I can't say
Oh,
that
I would
yet.
definitely say
But
that. I think that card's definitely like it has applications. I don't think it's good against like Dark Brawly. Um, just because either way, you're basically saying, all right, I'm
it's
still
a
gonna let you
dormant.
swing with your
Yeah,
leader and do
it's
your
dormant.
and a
Yeah.
battle card. But at the same time, I think it's good against something like Red Brawly or any other deck that's trying to aggro you with multiple battle card swings. I guess that would be formidable, but I don't think it's as good as I would want it to be. I guess I would say. It's good against Mecha though. I can definitely say that it's very good against Mecha.
Yeah. We have skillless for Jex with Baby, Vegeta, and Vegeta. I don't like that, and that was on stream, and it was a perfect example. This was the Go Ahead stuff. That deck, like the Gogeta, Black Gogeta, has natural board removal, but Jex doesn't. But Jex, I mean, let me take that back. You have Secret Identity and you have your Vegeta, but that's not something you want to be worried about. Like you don't want to have your main engine hindered by one card as well as your side engine. That's just neg. This is why, for example, the Dark Broly thing, right? You saw my main engine was very, very hindered by violent rays. At least my side engine would come in and mitigate that. And with Jex, you can't mitigate that. If you're just playing free, your entire deck is free. So there's certain cards in the deck that'll just shut you down. And you don't want to say, okay, cool, I'm gonna non-effectively put 6 in here just to take care of one card. Because if your opponent's wise, they're not going to put down massive dark card mass saying, okay, cool, get rid of this one. You got rid of it, next turn, get rid of it again. That's how it's supposed to be. Especially when you play me, that's how I play. I could have 4 in hand. If I know I'm going against like a mirror match, I just put 1 out on board because guess what? They're always going to have the secret identity, or worst case scenario, they're going to have the Vegeta on board. Next turn, you
Right.
put it down again. That's you gotta use things efficient. I gotta tell you guys, this game is about efficiency. The more efficiently you do something, the better it is. Yes, you can just put 6 in there just to use secret identity, but did you really need to do that? You see what I'm saying? Like, because they already took the damage, even if you said no combo. So you putting extra combo on these pieces, it's a waste. So yeah, we have what do we have? Yeah, I'm telling you that daddy account be putting in work, bro. I am telling you, things be chick 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 chick. I think one person beat me on that account. It was a European guy. That guy, he got me. It was when I first tested the Vajex, and that's why I realized the hard way. There's certain builds that don't work with Vajex. It's before I went to the straight 1-drop builds. I'm like, yeah, fam, we can't be doing this, bro. Wolfang Fitz beats Goldtang. All right, but check out what you're doing, right? You use Violent Rays, so you pitched your card. You lost one with Ravager, and you use Wolfang Fist. So yes, Wolfang Fist would stop it, but you just lost 4 cards or something you thought would stop me with just 2 cards. And that's what I'm trying to make you see. I still win that turn because it's over him. It was free for me, meaning I still have energy. Meaning, if I still have energy, you could never kill me with a multiple strikers. I played 4 brainwash my saying, and okay, you swing with a whatever it is. If I know I'm stopped, I'm gonna just summon a blocker. The first one's blocked. It's I'm not dark. I just gotta stop comparing it to Dark Broly. That has a lot of answers. I mean, let me use
Yeah.
Regex. Regex doesn't have as much answers as Dark Broly. I guess Regex, if I were to do something like that, you're right. It would stop me in my tracks because it hurts. It's very susceptible to if you stop the if you could interrupt at the right time, it is very susceptible to dying next turn. Whereas Dark Broly isn't, because if you stop me, like I said, I make a Cabrera play, I can either set you up to the point I'm going to kill you, and I can make it to the point if you defend it right then and there, I just end my turn because it's impossible for you to kill me in a crackback. And then next turn, since you can't make a Cabrera back to back, it's just going to be over. So, like I said, that's just for that's specifically Dark Broly. That thing is overpowered. I can't express it enough. So I gotta stop talking about it. What else we got? Reprint booster coming legal in March. Yes, it will be. Looks like he's giving good hugs. I'm dead. My boy John, I said, I pondered many nights who Daddy-O is. I'm telling you, bro, that I be putting work on alternate accounts. I'm sorry. MSA 17 those Barlocks now. There's a reason why I got rid of my thing, but I still would hold on to my Barlock. I think those things should be shouldn't even be available to people. Those things are like god tier. I'm not even trying to like make it sell out. I'm still not gonna sell. It could be X amount of dollars or someone someone. That card is just amazing, dude. Especially in something like the Jax, where realistically, game 2 and 3, if you're main boarding your violent race, you're forced to take them out because you're not going to keep in violent races to stop one card. And if you do that, it's dual attack, right? So let me show you once again why this card is so powerful. Where did I put him? That guy ran away. Figs, ready for this?
Yes.
Watch this, bro. I'm playing the Jax. You keeping a violent race just to stop this card, right? I swing with it. You violent race. Cool. He restands. I swing with something else. Combo 5K. What did you just accomplish besides lose 2 cards? And now you're gonna lose something else because I just combo with it away. Like this guy is.
It's pretty good.
God, it's the same thing. It's the same thing even in the main board. Even if you violent raise me with Dark Bro, it's like this is not even Vajeks. Okay, cool. He restands. Swing with leader. Cracking space time 30. Combo away 35. Right then and there, you have to give me 2 super combos plus at least a 5K. Like, it's not. This is the definition of commons are good cards. That's it.
Yeah, it definitely is. Like I said, I'll have to take a look at that.
One big thing I do want to hit on these overrealms, in my opinion, the best overrealm 6s are this and Secret Identity. I also believe Secret Identity is probably the second best behind this. People love Man on a Mission, but guys, I'm going to tell you why I don't really put Man on a Mission. Man on a Mission, your overrealm 6, there's so much stuff. Yes, all 3 of them are susceptible to counterplays, but Man on a Mission is the weakest out of the 3. At least with this, you counterplay it goes back. But that worked for all of them, right? This, you negate it can take 2 negates from you. This, at best, is a quad strike guy that costs 0 energy to play. Secret Identity is even better than Man on a Mission, because Secret Identity, even if you negate it, I still warped your board. So no matter what you do, unless you like Bloodlust or like took my ability away on play, or Trunks God sealing me, it still puts in work.
Right.
But Man on a Mission, you can drop it, they'll just laugh. You swing with you, just overwhelm 6 negate, and you're just looking at this guy like, bro, really? I just overwhelmed 6 for you, and you just got gated, bro. Like that's neck, bro. That's why I tell you, when I won that event with the Jax, bro, each and every single game I sideboarded out on Man on a Mission. That thing was Man on a Mission to be to the sideboard into out of the game, bro. That guy is useless. I mean, on paper it looks great.
Dead.
It looks amazing. It's
when you read that card, it's solid. Yeah.
Snap. But I'll tell you what, it's a solid piece of shit when you drop it on the playing field and it gets negated, bro. Because you're sitting there like, really, bro?
It's really interesting.
Really?
I don't think people realize that cards with dual attack are super underrated, only because of the fact that like they're definitely considered they're considered double strike because of the fact that they can essentially deal 2 points of damage. But generally, most cards that have dual attack have higher power. Usually, cards that have dual attack have higher power than something with double strike. So it's like when you factor that in, and the idea that it comes into play for free, and if you do stop the first attack, and then you have something that says it can't attack no more, like just comboing it away, it's just too much value. Like look, even then, yep, quad strike, like it's just too good. It's too good.
Quad strike combo, bro. You tap 2 to say Dark Broly 6, and now you're facing a quad strike. And this is not even including the leader with the leader's double strike. Right. You just tap 2 to say you could take 6 points of damage in a mirror match, dude. Like, people call me crazy for playing this over Heartfelt. I'm like, bro, I'll take that money match each and every single time and beat you off of it. Like it's free, bro. Those 2 cards that I'll just let you draw off of, you're gonna give me those 2 plus 4. So it's nothing. Yeah, I told you. I'm telling you, bro. Like on a mission, bro. It looks great on paper. Maybe if it's a tournament that's like that set only, I can see. But 100% on 100%, I would preach this card over it. But Jex,
Right.
I think it was this. So my thing with Jex was I had to think about it, right? At first, my bill was this. I want to find a webcam event bad. I'm like, okay, cool. Webcam events, they're technically forced to take out their Bonnet race because it's neg. The only thing that would stop would be the unison, but if the unison is not negging 5, it's pointless at that time point. Yes, it's a
Right.
double strike, it stops it, but that's it. Now, you throw this bad boy in. This is like my secret rare. I'm not gonna lie, I hate that card. I really do hate that card, the Burning Passion. I don't know how people play Invajex.
Oh,
I think
dead.
Invajex is an aggro deck.
Right.
I'm not saying the card is bad. The card's
No, no, no. Of
amazing.
course,
It is
of course.
amazing.
Yeah, it is.
And spoken specifically like Invajex, unless you're getting stalled like against like Greek Gold Tanks, I can see it. Like I said, it's a side deck card in Invajex, in my opinion. Other decks you're just trying to eliminate. These, no, this is 100% of a deck I'll never go lower than. This is just too free. This takes away all your problem cards. You're going for a game. This right here are literally, I remember 2 secret rares in my deck. These are my secret rares. I play it, I swing. I play it, I swing. Forgetting, but Jex is the ultimate free deck. And I just played the ultimate free card in all. I take that back. The second card in all of Dragon Ball, obviously Cell Xeno is the freest of the free. But in my opinion, this is the second freest card in all of Dragon Ball. Cell, you can't beat Cell because Cell is 0 energy and quad strike deflect, bro.
And it takes cards out of your opponent's hand.
Trolling, that guy is, yeah, and that is wild. So in my opinion, this can't be the first, it's the second.
No, it's definitely up there in terms of playability and doing what it needs to do to close out games. Because like I said, dual attack honestly is super underrated at the moment. I think it's nice to see cards with double strike because obviously they have lethality. But when you swing with something that you could potentially put quad strike in and they negate, so like it's the instance of having something with double strike,
when
right?
you bought it for free, dude. For 0
Right.
energy. That's the issue.
But
0 energy.
But what kills me is when you look at something like that has double strike, you swing with something with double strike, negate it. Okay, it's done. The card's done for the turn. It's already did its swing. It can't do nothing else. But when it's got dual attack and you know you can't take 2 points of damage, but you're okay with taking 1, so you negate the first, then get double striked on the second. You basically wasted a card for no reason at that point.
That happened on the webcam.
It still did what it needed to do, regardless.
It happened on webcam. It was funny because it was this card specifically. They played it, and instead of they had the negate, but they're like,
Right.
You know what? He probably has a Champa. They all comboed it, and the next thing you know,
you still get double strike.
It was like it's God, bro.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you literally combo for no reason because you still took 2 points of damage.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah, exactly. I think that card in Vajex is snap. In Dark Broly, it's just not fair. But in Vajex, it's snap because literally, this is the icing on top. This is the definition of showing that the deck is free. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I just said I'm missing 2 slots. Bro, I don't really like the. I forgot what I had. I had 3 crack in space time and then 3 hidden Power Supreme Kai. I said the cracks are not really working for me because people are starting to pick up on it. So I took them out and I put in just 4 hidden Power Supreme Kai. I said I need 2 slots left. I need a secret rare. I started going through the secret rares. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna main deck this Kai, bro. This Kai's in the sideboard, so that was gone. I'm looking through all the cards. I'm like, I could play the chain. I need something with like double strike. I'm like, and it hit me. I'm like, wait a minute. This guy's quad strike, bro. I'm like, this is insane. Like, this has the potential to do it. I have 4 Kais, dude. From that point forward, that's when I realized I just had to take out all the Kraken space time spirit from the deck.
Especially that card.
Make sure I maximize this.
VJX has so much combo power. So even if they try to test, like even if they try to combat it, you're losing so much just trying to combat. Like, if you manage to actually out combo that card, you're probably gonna pass. You're gonna pass turn. You're gonna have nothing in hand to play. Like you're literally not gonna have anything to do next turn. You're literally done.
The reason in Vajex why you can't combo that card is because of this. You can't do this in Dark Broly, but this is why another reason why I had this too. Yeah, no, it's not even that. I mean that too, but I use the energy. I rather use energy for the Kai. It's because of this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The combo power.
The turn before you just power burst. You're like, bro, you're dead. Like if you have 2 combo, if you have 2 negates, you're just dead. I'm like, bro, you're gonna power burst, take the life,
bro. 45k double strike on 2 cards, bro.
Base. I can't repeat this. Base, and you only paid 1 energy because the Kai is the only thing you're playing. And like Fake said, if it's going for game, I know you don't have anything like you're not playing green, so I know you're not playing the freaking the
The
aid that's gonna
aid.
pop my
Yeah.
stuff. You're not playing yellow, so I know you don't have capability to freeze his final flash. If I Majin Buu Human's Extinction attack this guy
You're dead.
becomes 40. Dude. This is a 40. He dropped the double strike, it's a 50 off of 2 cards. And Vajex, you drop this, it's gonna get another 10. It's gonna get, so this is specifically in Vajex. This is the one time this card shines more. It's in Vajex and Dark Broly. Dark Broly, this really shines in a mirror match. The other ones are like iffy because they do get answered a lot, so it just becomes a 5k combo. But for Vajex specifically, this is the definition. This is like the signature entering mind of the deck. Yes, you can't take it, but then you do take it.
I have to agree with John's comment. I mean, VJX is definitely unfair. I don't think it's just VJX. I think it's the ability to be able to play battle cards for free. Like any, and it's only black that really just has the ability that lets you have mechanics that let you play cards for free, and whether they're 30k, 19k, or just free, free is free. So like when you don't have to pay energy to put cards on the board and they don't come from your hand, like your hand just literally says I'm combo power. So when I swing, if you don't have if you don't have the counter and you're at 1 life, 2 life, whatever it is, you have no way to stop this. You lose. You're done. Like, it's ridiculous.
This is cold hard.
To synth Hunter, honestly, like right now, as far as the decks that I'm playing, I've been testing Mecha Frieza mostly, and VJX at the moment. So. But I don't know. I feel like Mecha Frieza's like super represented right now, and like I said, I've been also testing VJX, so I might be going with VJX in the next event that I play in. I'm not too sure.
I know you're not gonna take my deck, and you even asked me to look at your deck, bro. You snapped. You.
What do you mean? What would you say?
Asked me to look at the VJX deck, bro.
I already asked you for yours. Remember?
Oh man, you snapped. Nah, this deck. I'm sorry, Figs. You can't do this combo no more. They're gonna see it coming out. Every time you play this, they're gonna say negate.
What, the Brawly?
Yeah. No, not Brawly. Every time you play like this guy now in Projects, they're just gonna negate it. Like,
wait, what guy?
Every time you play this guy, oh my bad, you probably can't see it. Every time you play this guy now, and you play Projects, they're 100% gonna negate it now. They're like,
oh yeah, of course.
I seen the team talk session. I see what you're about to do. They're gonna negate this shit. Bro, you don't understand. Invoker, if they say no negation to this, let me show you how broken this is. They say no negation to this in Invoker. They have 2 or less life. If you give this guy Instinction attacks, you understand they can hit you with the freaking They can give him 2 Instinction attacks. They can hit you with a freaking what's that thing called? The Emperor's Death Beam. He's still lit. Like he's still alive. He's still lethal.
Nah, I would never take that chance. Nah, that's I would
100% take that chance.
You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna Emperor Death Beam you. Then they're gonna Beerus, use Leader Effect, pick the Emperor Death Beam back up, and neg that thing by 60. That's neg.
It's fine,
bro. It's not going through.
That's fine.
It's not going through.
Bro, you just did all that card to take out 1 card, and I still have other cards.
Yeah, but what did you lose? You untapped energy. So you got 10
on everything. It's just a Majin Buu Extinction.
Well, no, I'm saying. Well, yeah, but I'm saying though, like Invoker, like you're only losing 2 cards by doing that, and you're gaining 2 other cards when you pick up after you pick up the other 2. That's fine. Bro, I'm telling you, honestly, like I said, if it ain't on Unison or Leader, it ain't worth comboing that high on for against Invoker. Like I said, Death Beam is too ridiculous of a card.
I'm not gonna lie. Where's my sideboard? I'm not gonna lie. I have a sideboard specifically for Invoker.
You have to.
Now, bro.
Like Black loses to Invoker way too hard.
I'm super tired of this. I played Invoker I'm telling you, the only losses I had in the webcam event I played Invoker. You seen it? You came. It was both game 3s to Red Broly, bro.
Yeah. Red Broly. Like I said, Red Broly goes on it. If Red Broly leaves the format altogether, leaves the meta, bro, Blue would just be be in a great place.
Not specifically
in Invoker,
bro.
Definitely Invoker, 100%. But Blue would actually see a lot more playability.
If Red Broly ever got hit or anything, I think that's when you finally would get your praise answered in Invoker to actually be banned.
I can see that 100%. Oh yeah, 100. I don't think they would definitely hit the burn chain for sure, 100%. They'd have to at that point. They would definitely have to.
You know what I feel bad? The moment when you draw in your comments and they actually spike, so now it's like
oh, you sick. I'm dead.
I snapped, bro. I snapped. I'm like, no, baby, come back. Oh man, it's okay. We're playing Black Hill
Man said
Boys.
verse invoker, human
Kind of
extinction
sad.
attack drop. Human extinction attack drop Kai 10k double 40k double strike. Yeah. Especially on leader.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
rip.
Yeah, it's just what I'm saying. On leader, like when you're swinging with your leader and you can extinction attack the leader,
They have to hard
drop.
negate the yeah.
Yeah,
They have to hard negate the
it,
leader.
yeah, exactly. An invoker, like you again, like I said, the
Hey,
unison
yeah,
and the leader, they're uninteractable like an invoker. So you have to
yeah.
negate those
I,
swings, or you have to not let those
the
go
only
through,
way you beat
especially if you're at
Invoker
lethal.
is Vegeta. Yeah, the only way you beat Invoker with Vegeta is literally through unison. Like you have to get it to
Yeah.
fight. You have to
Yep.
protect it. Have your trunks on
Yeah.
board. Leave it on board. They only have one attack. They're gonna keep every turn. I guarantee you, they're gonna attack that unison.
Yep.
Just keep
Oh,
protecting it in the
I
lap.
do.
You're like,
Listen, when I was playing,
you're gonna get this neck five, bro.
back then when I played against the matchup too, I would swing with the Vegeta. I'd swing with the Vegeta also because
I'm telling you, like, no,
I like I
no
knew I
matter
would keep
what
two
they play, they
negates
have a
for the
battle card on
unison.
board. Yeah,
Yeah, you
I'm
have
telling you,
to.
those
Yep.
guys who played Roshis were swinging their Roshis.
Yep.
They aim. I'm telling you, be like, you hold
Yep.
on to your negates
Everything.
game, early game. You hold on to your trunk speed. Just save it for specifically the unison. You win. It's like clap clap.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, that's exactly how it's got to be. Yeah, Jonathan, I can definitely see Bod getting hit. Bod is definitely one of the cards in that deck that just creates so much easy synergy for how it searches so well. I don't because honestly, the field card's good. I've seen a lot of people whiff pretty easily on the field card. But the Ba, like having that direct search and having access to it so freely off the one drop is just two plus.
I'm
Um,
not gonna lie.
but
I thought
honestly,
it wasn't fair, but I don't know. I think it's fair only because your hand size is so low. You can't.
yeah, I mean,
I think if you
I
take it
get
away, you can't even play the deck.
no, I definitely get that, but honestly, I don't see them hitting Red Brawley at all. I think Red Brawley is going to filter itself out eventually because again,
You want to
it's
hear something funny?
what.
Go ahead. See what you're saying.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, I definitely think it's gonna end up filtering itself out because eventually there's just gonna be better decks that eventually there are gonna be better aggro decks that can do what it does, but better because of the fact that most of the time the cards that you're drawing are specifically off life, or you're going even with a lot of the effects that you use to search. Um, Whereas a lot of other decks, if they can apply just as good pressure early and still keep a decent hand size without having to take so much life, then you're just gonna get outpaced in terms of life and in terms of survivability. So it's like I'm hoping that's what happens. I'm really hoping that it gets it paced out because again, having access to hand control and crit is really strong. But well, you go jump on Dark Red Brawley.
I'm collecting the pieces, bro. I'm collecting my stones for my
Stop it!
gauntlet.
Stop it!
I think this deck is not broken. I ain't gonna lie.
It's
I
broken.
think
Yeah, I
it's
think
not
it's
broken.
broken, but I feel like it's gonna get filtered out.
I don't think so.
Every aggro
If
deck
you
gets
know
filtered
what you're
out.
doing with this deck,
Every
no,
aggro
no,
deck
no, no.
gets filtered out in this game. Every aggro deck has.
I don't think it. All right, tomorrow for you figs, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put Robert Reese's the last final battle in Team Wars. This guy whiffed off Planet Vampa twice. Ready? He played this. Hey, the shoe won the game. And it was against it was against Travis Washburn, arguably probably one of the best, if not the best, red player in all of Dragon Ball.
Right.
Who was playing launch. Got smoked. He whiffed twice off Vampa, dude. Played this, so technically he kind of whiffed three times. Played this, Travis kind of with a shoe. And he still won that game, bro. From that moment forward, I'm like, hey, who got TPs? I got you right here. Who got TPs? I just start collecting them. The only thing I need is two more of these and two Piccolos. I need three Piccolos. I don't know where I'm gonna get those Piccolos from. That's negative. But this deck is insane. Matter of fact, let me see. I'll make it
Yeah,
available
John. I
for
mean,
tomorrow.
VJX. I don't even consider VJX an aggro deck. It's a black deck. Like honestly, when you look at when you look at decks like Dark Brawley and VJX, I don't consider them aggro. I just consider them black decks because they're in a league in all of their own. They can obviously push aggro, but when free is free, like you're at this point, you're playing a completely different game. It's not aggro anymore. It's literally a game of nutrition. And people don't realize that. It's like VJX has never really been aggro, it's been nutrition. If I can sit there and I can swing at you with free cards and not play a card out of my hand, I'm going to beat you eventually because you have to eventually put a card from your hand on the board or you have to put it in the combo area in order to survive. Like that's literally just it's not aggro anymore, no more at that point. It's a completely different league of its own. And I think if people looked
Trying
at,
to find.
if I think if people looked at black that way more often, I think people would be more enticed to play it because again, when you're playing against other decks and they have to come out, they have to, okay, well, I have to solidify a board. How am I going to do it? Has to be from the hand. All right, well, that's less combo power you have access to as I'm pushing your face in with free cards out of my drop that I just milled. Like, it's crazy.
This is on. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna set it off. I'm
Oh,
just gonna skip round one and
it
two. I'll
wasn't
put those later.
it wasn't a webcam event. It was the match they did in person at the Miami tournament.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
bro.
okay.
Savagery. Bro, Figs, you're gonna watch this and say, "Yeah, bro, he's broken, bro." I'm just gonna skip 1 and 2. I'll put those after. I'm gonna skip both
Oh,
directly
I
to
mean, I already know
3.
Red Brawley's
And
broken.
you're gonna see.
I'm just praying the deck gets filtered out. It's literally it's only because it has such good
I don't
hand
think it
control.
can.
If like I
Yeah,
said,
that's the thing. Like when you combine hand
it will
control with
eventually.
crit, bro.
It will
The only
eventually.
way, in my opinion, you can filter that is if you make another one that's even worse than that, dude. And then
Don't
if you do
give
that,
Van
that's
Dyke
just
any
it.
ideas. Please
I'm
don't.
saying, what? Where's the third one? What the hell? He's on 3. He's nag. Honestly, that's this one. Honestly, that's this one. Yeah, guys, I have a lot of video clips for you
So
guys.
King
A
Piccolo
lot of videos for
disgusting
you
draw power and
guys.
pressure. Yeah, King Piccolo definitely, from what I've been seeing it with people testing it and talks about it, it's definitely underrated right
King
now.
Piccolo's red for Jaxby.
Yeah, I can
I think
definitely
it's
see that.
underrated more. I think people didn't listen at first. Now they're listening, but I'm just gonna open all 3. I think they keep switching on me. This
Sin said, have
is
you got a chance to test against Legends Trunks future deck? I mean, he's
I
definitely
think
been working on it. I mean, especially since the last time that he had talked about it on stream, which when I was present, he was trying. I know he was still trying to figure out whether or not they had updated the
oh
errata
yeah, the ruling.
or the
Don't be
ruling for
putting
it.
his stuff out there though. For this.
No. He, I mean, I already
Yeah.
know what he said about it, but otherwise, like, I know he's still working on it. So he's definitely trying to bring that out and do some work with it. So that's definitely something we keep on the hush hush until he's willing to share. But for sure, like,
Right,
it's
this is round
definitely
2.
it's good. It's definitely good. But that's another deck that I feel like is not
Oh,
blue
here it
because
is.
you don't play the deck like a blue deck. So
Round 3. This is going to go up to. No, what just happened? Yeah.
see, John
I'll make
said
this available tomorrow.
people whiff on Vampa. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean,
No, John, I don't think anything. He whiffed twice, back
yeah,
to back on Vampa,
it's rough.
and then when he finally played his 1-drop TP Broly, Travis answered with a shoe, dude, and he still won that game. I said,
Oh,
"What?
the 2-drop
That's
shoe.
insane." No, this is a 1-drop counterplay shoe. If he played like the 1-drop, essentially instead of getting played, it goes to straight to drop.
Oh yeah, I know
In
you're talking
fact,
about. Okay.
I'm about to show y'all a sneak peek right now, bro.
I thought he's a 2-drop that is reduced if you have a unison or he's a straight
Nah,
one
I'm
drop.
just gonna show you a sneak peek. I don't know why the quality is like this. It's probably because I have screen sharing.
Probably got a bunch of stuff on. Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow it'll be better than this.
Oh yeah, he said
I
you
just
need a
want you guys
unison
to
on board
see.
for shoe. That's why.
Here it is. Ready? Ready for this?
It's literally turn 1.
Yes. He went first, bro. And he went first. Oh my god. I don't know how Robert did this.
Oh yeah, so the 100%, like being able to play the Tapion unison and have access to the trunks is so good.
Oh, neg.
That is super
Next turn. Next turn. Hold on, let me see if I can get the next turn. I'm just gonna fast forward. I want to show you guys the game.
Was this game 1 or
Turn,
game
he goes
2
kind of Vampa.
or 3?
It was one. It's best of one. It was best of one.
Oh, best of 1. Oh shoot.
Next turn, he used Vampa a whiff, dude. This is it. He used Vampa. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This guy used 2 Vampas in this game in whiff.
Dang.
In fact, I'll just let you guys see it tomorrow. I'm gonna put it scheduled right now for tomorrow. You guys can go watch this.
But yeah, the trunks being able to be played for free is crazy, especially off the unison. Like the Tapion unison actually is really good in trunks, very good. Being able to free
Tomorrow,
play,
12 p.m.
even being
Eastern
able to
time.
free play the other trunks that gains triple strike, like being able to draw off that at the end of every turn. If your opponent doesn't out it, you literally bait negates for free because you just swing. The triple strike's not until active battle, so literally you're baiting negates for free. Like you're always going to get a negate off of that. Otherwise, your opponent's facing a 30k or was it 30? Yeah, I believe it's 30k triple strike. Like It's
Boom,
just stupid.
boom.
But I do like
All
that a
right.
lot.
We got any,
That's another deck that's pretty good.
see if we have any last questions. And speaking of humanization attack with Invoker, don't forget, guys, if you're ever gonna go all in, you're able to control and see how many possessions they have. And if, for instance, if you see 4 of them are gone, you can only grab one. Just double ball winning 30k if you have to save. I see a lot of people don't really. I don't think people understand.
Yeah.
If you can control, like, if you see an Emperor Zephyr in their energy, you see like 2 or 3, and you know for a fact they could only have access to one because maybe you only have one material under your leader, so they're going to pick up one. If you double ball your Dark Broly before going on in, it'll survive. I have 2 death games on that, so that's just like chicken. While we're on that topic, we got a chance. Okay, let's get to these last questions. We're about to get midnight. King Piccolo versus Red Broly. Yeah, we saw that yesterday. That was a thing to watch. My boy won. He gave us a run, a scare. Though, I'm not gonna lie. He gave us a real good scare. I don't think he understood what King Piccolo did.
Oh yeah, I wish I had caught the streams from yesterday. I heard there was some pretty crazy games.
Yeah, I don't think he. I think because the thing was right. The King Piccolo player, you could tell was baiting him. I don't think he understood that when Piccolo awakens, he gains a life. So Buddy was at 1. He was just unawakened. So he was trying to bait the Red Broly player into going all in. I think he did get baited, but he realized it at the last minute because he attacked. I believe it was with the he attacked either Pericus or the Piccolo units and gave it a super combo. And I think that's when he realized, oh snap! Once Broly, because the Piccolo was tapped out, had 1 life left. I think once he did that, he was like, damn it! When the Piccolo awakens, he's gonna gain a life. So realistically, it looks like he's at 1 right now, but he's at 2, and he
Right.
caught himself. So when he ended his turn, King Piccolo player just cracked him back. He was like, "Yeah, you got." So he gave us a run for his money. I'm not gonna lie, it was close. Then game 2 and 3, he just destroyed. So
Right.
um, yeah, John, I was unfortunate to see a Red Broly mirror match off rip. I'd like to see Red Broly on opposite spectrums just to see what they can do and how far they can get. But off rip, it was 2 Red Brolys going head up against each other. It was both freezes going head up against each other, and it was Turos versus King Piccolo, which was really, really interesting because he played Turos just laughing because realistically, you know King Piccolo. So do you know what King Piccolo does? How it starts with 6 life and everything.
Yeah.
But once King Piccolo has 2 face up over, it awakens. So realistically, it was just bad matchup because Turos player was undefeated. Shout out to my boy Michael Steph. He went undefeated for the whole tournament. Now his extra card, he makes him flip an energy
Right.
life
A
over.
life over. Yeah.
And King Piccolo starts at 6. So if he flips one over off rip, all King Piccolo had to do was just use his ability to flip one over. So he turned 1 awaken and was sitting at 7 energy, at 7 life. Turned 1
That's
awaken,
rough.
dude. It was
Yeah.
like, well, damn.
Yeah, because
It's
once you
like
get to the
one
back
of
of the
the
King
games.
Piccolo leader, it's
Yeah, it
hard to
just
deal
keeps
with.
going in for that.
Yeah.
And he just started spamming drums, dude. It was really, really, really insane to a point where it was just unfortunate matchup, man. Really, really unfortunate. And things like that, I think players have to realize that card, yes, it helps you because you get to search your fruit. Hope players understand that you can sideboard those cards out. Like
Right.
cards like, let's say if there was ever, for instance, like Baby, right? There's an ever a thing where if you're a card that says if your opponent reduces his counters, you draw a card every time they do. You can sideboard Panatuffles out. You can sideboard the extra card out from Turos. Like it doesn't need to do that. It just says this card is placed in a leader area. If you have it, you can just free play it. But you can sideboard it out to mitigate that. I think if that happened, maybe they've been closer. But allowing King Piccolo to awaken turn 1, it's
It's rough.
dangerous
Oh yeah.
because if you're able to control like what's on their life, it gets dangerous really, really quick. Luckily, game 2 is closer because his life wasn't really like he didn't have anything to really set up his pieces. Game 3 was rough because game 3 once again he had everything there. It was just flowing in. I don't know, man. So he dominated yesterday. That guy was undefeated. That guy was playing. I think it was like 2 o'clock in the morning for him, where for us
Yeah.
it was like still 11 or 10.
Yeah. I heard he was going
So
in with Turles.
he was going in, like going undefeated the entire day. and
Yeah.
unfortunately lost in top cut against the what's his face, King Piccolo.
Yeah, speaking of green, someone said despite green having best unison lineup, haven't seen it too much. Thoughts on that? And they said they think it would be Turles, Majin Vegeta, and green Gotenks maybe. I definitely agree. It's weird because like right now, I feel like generic green is not really all that good. I think the only person who's being able to manage that right now is Butters. I know he's been playing like kind of like basically generic green or green good
That's true.
stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like unless you're actually like going hard on that, if it's not green that has a very like particular what's what I'm looking for, like deck structure, like Turles and Gotenks and Majin Vegeta. I feel like if it doesn't have that and it's not, if it's generic, it's not going to be that great. Just because like most of the time you're focusing on things like hand control and whatnot. But I would definitely say the only reason why green I feel like has the best unison lineup is only because of the fact that they have cheap ones. Like being able to have access to a one cost unison is way too
Yeah.
good in this game. Especially when
And they
you're
can't clear it. I think that's the reason
yeah.
why.
Yeah, like you can't clear it because of the fact that it's permanent. Like even the same thing with like the Bergamo, the one drop Bergamo unison. Like I know that a lot of people don't play in Mecha Frieza because obviously it doesn't have the best effects. It doesn't have the best place in there. But if you look at it, like having access to a unison that's hard to kill, that also has access to free counters, like it's just too good. And that's why I said when Blue gets a one cost unison that can plus multiple markers or that can survive after turn one, I'm telling you right now, like Blue's gonna be really strong.
And nice time listening to you.
Yo,
This man's
Yo,
trying to
what's up,
throw
Duvall?
and do the ball to this joint.
what's up, homies?
Speaking of green, you turn at the right time because now he's gonna go on a little slugfest where, oh man, let me show you my slug. We're talking about how bad green is, bro.
Yeah.
But sorry, dumb Turtles and pretty much Clash good.
Hey man, I'm gonna make slug work, dude.
It
I
makes
believe it.
sense,
I mean,
bro.
I heard you smack around Marquise with it at one point.
I was. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky against like the meta decks, but like if people are like playing like the wide open stuff like they were at the tournament, you'd be surprised, bro. That deck is really hard to crack. You gotta really know what you're doing.
It's really hard to crack even when you're cracking space time.
Yeah, I mean, like people disregard the fact that Leader's 20k pretty much constantly on your turn. Like you have to really over combo cards, and the amount of pressure that it puts on you within the first few turns of the game are just like, well, it's consistent because you just free play battle cards the whole time. It's kind of nuts, actually.
It's 20 to 30k base. Oh, yeah, fake. You missed yesterday. Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Yeah, but remember,
DBS
you gotta
community.
eat dormants all day. Like you're just gonna eat dormant every turn.
That's fine.
My
But DBS community, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really, really disappointed that I did not wake up to Titanic memes. To what else memes did we expect? I expected a full boat of Titanic memes yesterday.
For
I
what?
didn't wake up to one. I'm kind of sad. Oh, we're killing the theme song yesterday, bro. The
was
Titanic
streaming
theme
with
song,
Eddie really
bro.
liked that song.
Really? I'm dead.
We're, we're lighting it up. People were just,
By the way,
I don't know.
what finally ended up happening? Like, was there any like repercussions to the Red Broly player? Like, what do you think?
No. He was good. Like I
Okay.
said, it was super
I
late,
mean,
and
I'm
not
sure that I think I played against that guy before. I don't think he's like malicious or
yeah,
anything,
he's
but
good. He's good. I played in
it
the
was a
last webcam
yikes
event too.
situation
Yeah,
because
Wait,
I think
was that the guy that searched the 5 drop off the
yeah,
yeah,
he probably whiffed and hit ball, and from the ball was gonna get the 5 drop, but just completely skipped the ball and just picked the 5 drop ball. That's what I'm assuming happened, and the reason why I don't think it's well, we know it's not a malicious because on the head judge went there and asked both players. Both players said it was like good, and the thing is, I don't think we saw was that he probably said it to his opponent, but just didn't do it. Like, probably said, okay, cool.
yeah, that's fair.
We're
I
not
mean,
hearing the
we don't
audio,
have the
right? Yeah,
conversation that
we
goes
don't
on.
have the audio, so I'm
I mean, as
imagining
long
in
as it
my
was
head.
okay with his opponent,
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah. I'm
it's
imagining in my head, he said, all right, playing a bomba, I got the ball from the ball when I get the 5 drop. I'm imagining in my head, that's why his opponent, because the head judge just asked both players, hey, he didn't ask him. He said, this is what happened. And then both players, including his opponent, said, no, that's not what happened. The only know what happened is they had good communication, and he just forgot a step. So that's the
yeah,
best way
that's
I can
fair.
say
Yeah, that's fair.
it. They did pause it, and he was like, yeah, he asked. The opponent said, no, he did everything right. So it happens sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
So Figs, I gotta ask you, bro, what
what's
do you
up?
think about the new blue cards?
Which ones you talking about from the ones that were just
From
released?
the Battle Evolution booster, yeah.
Oh, I seen some of them. I didn't get a chance to see a lot of them because I was out of town this weekend, so I wasn't paying too much to Super over the weekend.
Gotcha.
But I seen some of the multicolor ones that they started announcing. There's some of them that can be comboed. The leader lets you combo them for free or charge them for free. I think it's the Android 16 leader.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically like that leader, I think it's pretty cool. So he draws on the front, like he basically has like free blue green energy
Right.
while it's an Android 16 with a rival or whatever, and then
Yeah.
he
Yep.
pitches an Android, draws two, so he has his draw power. He has like two awakening conditions, blah blah blah. But on the backside, he doesn't draw any cards. He just does like the Beerus thing, where
Yeah.
he like
Yeah. I
combos
seen
every
that.
turn.
Yep.
So I wonder, like, you think that leader's gonna be good, or you think that leader's kind of like not the best for the new blue green
Um.
support that we're getting?
It really depends because honestly, like knowing that we're getting the one drop, knowing that we're getting the new Unison for Android, that was reliant on tokens. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the support that we're getting might actually boost the older leaders like Android 18 and Android 21, that rely on the
Gotcha.
field card because, like I said, getting a turn one Unison that costs nothing that has a +2 that stops tokens from attacking seems really good. And then on top of that, you're giving more support for blue green, which really works well in Android 18. So I don't know. Like I said, it's hard to tell
Whatever
right
You think
now.
happened to
Like
that?
You think Android 18? There's two Android 21 leaders, but let's just though obviously we're gonna play the one with the
with the
clones.
tokens, right?
Right. So which one do you think is better, Android 18 or Android 21?
I mean, it depends on what they give us in that set. If they continue to give us more multicolor cards that are going to be able to like have more abilities like they do, like reading some of them, I know one of them said like every time your opponent attacks, they have to pitch a card, or like every time they combo or something, they pitch a card. It was so one of the two. It was an Android arrival, um, an Android arrival 16, I believe. I can't remember exactly what it said, but I know it said something about every time your opponent does something, they have to discard a card. Um,
Right.
like cards like that, I feel like are going to be really good or be better in Android 18, just because of the fact that once you start being able to combo blue, blue green cards for free,
Mm-hmm.
compared to like Android 18 where you only get access to more energy, I feel like being able to combo the cards for free are going to make it a lot easier for you to be able to set up those arrivals, for Android 18. Plus, you have the self awakening obviously built into the leader as well. Where
Right.
Android 18, I feel like it's more focused on just having energy open and getting the leader turns. So it all depends. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, like I said, I haven't read enough of the new cards to really say, but I know that the ones that generate clone tokens are going to be the ones that are going to be more looked at just because of the unison itself. Like I said, having
Yeah,
access to a turn
I
one
do agree. The
trunks,
Unison's very strong. Very,
stupid.
very strong. So yeah, I was wondering that too. I'm like, I think the major difference is like the last thing that you pointed out, one self awakens versus the other one doesn't. I would
Right,
say like the other effects are comparably strong
right,
because
yeah.
you're gaining extra energy on offense with Android 18 and you're getting extra energy on defense with Android 21,
Hmm.
which helps you like protect your unison and protect yourself a little bit better, whereas the other one's like better at applying pressure. But we'll see like which way that archetype leans. I mean, obviously, I think it like wants to go to like later turns, get down these big arrivals. Like they're both Android 16 arrivals that they put out are very strong. Like they don't have any like protection. But once
Yeah,
they hit the board,
Fun.
they're
yeah, I
strong.
think one of them had like
You
double
think
strike,
that
didn't it? Was like a double strike blocker.
One of them is double strike, and he plays a 5-drop with the deck.
Okay.
So
Oh
he's a
yeah,
for
yeah, I
four
seen that.
energy.
Yeah, he plays
For
the
four
burn. He could play
energy,
the
he
burn Android 21.
Right, exactly. He like searches it from the deck and then
that's
plays
the
it from their
question?
hand,
Yeah.
and then every time he attacks, they pitch a card, and he's a 25k double strike. And then the other one is a dual attack blocker revenge, a rival blue green for one blue, one green, and when you combo with it or when you play it, your opponent chooses a card in their hand and discards it. And then the other effect is to place an android from your deck into your drop area with an energy
Oh yeah,
cost
that
of one.
works real well with Android 18. So like you basically get
Mhm.
access to eight super combos essentially that make your opponent get rid of a card out of their hand.
Yeah, I was talking to Eddie about that on the stream. I'm
That's
wondering
pretty
like
good.
that's kind of nuts, right?
Yeah, that
Like
is
that
pretty
might
good.
be like kind of insane. So
Yeah,
you're
because
like pushing for
What would you rather
game,
have though?
like your whole hand gets.
Would you rather have that, or would you rather have this quad strike? Dude? Would you rather have?
Guy, bro.
Yo, to be fair, how you gonna quad
Yeah,
strike me if you ain't got no cards in
this
hand? Just
That is
saying.
one thing. That is
easy.
one
Just
thing.
saying.
We
Just put
if
six.
we play
You
these
just put 6 cards in my drop, bro.
if we
That's
play
easy.
any
Nah, you
Android
don't.
leaders,
Well, 4 of
we
them you'll discard. 4 of the super combos you'll put at the bottom of your deck. So you gotta choose wisely.
that
Oh,
is a
good.
good point. If we play any of these leaders, we basically don't get overwhelms. Because the scheme does not allow you to play
Right,
black.
right.
Well, I'm sorry, it does allow you to play the black battle
They
cards,
just go
but
to
they
the drop.
immediately go to the drop.
Yeah.
So you could like play Secret Identity, wipe the board, and not get to attack with it. I'm not sure if that's good enough, but it'd
Also,
be interesting.
that does mean that every battle card you put out first, you can't swing with the first battle card you put out. So that actually
Yeah, that's another big
In the
thing.
21.
that is a big
That's
yeah.
why
With any
I
with,
felt like Android 21 was always the better of the two because the other one was like offensive, but like the scheme kind of prevents all like it's a defensive
yeah.
field spell with an offensive leader. It kind of feels weird. But we'll see. I mean, Obuni kind of gets around it, right? So Obuni just get to swing with all the 15Ks.
Right. Yeah, I think it's one of the things too is that also that now with the unison also his +2 says your opponent can't swing with tokens next turn. So it's like even in both builds, like in both variants, you take away that opportunity of your opponent being able to aggro you down, but you also just slow
Mhm.
them down completely. So I don't think it's a bad thing. Even if you're using Android 18 as an aggressive leader, you're still at least being able to stop your opponent from being aggressive towards you with the unison as well as the field card. So I mean, it still gives you
I
survivability. I think that's the most important thing with any blue deck is survivability, right? So you want to be able to survive into at least later turns because every blue deck needs energy to do something. That's the problem with blue is that you have to have energy to do something with it. So it's like it's just you either decide do you want to do those things defensively through Android 21 because you get the untap during your opponent's turn, or do you want to do it during your turn with Android 18, whereas you can combo things for free during your turn and be able to rival and put in cards. So I guess it really depends. I mean, I think that the like I said,
well,
the comboing
yeah.
one that you combo to make your opponent discard, I think is going to see more play in 18 than it would 21, just because of course it's free. So
Yeah. I think there's a lot of like different things that can happen with it. I'm also wondering how prevalent the ramp is gonna be. Because obviously like that archetype just leans towards ramping,
right.
whether it's the new Android 16 or the old ones that we had. And I wonder how much, we know there's a big win condition for the ramp now. It's not like Violent Predator, but it's the other Android, the other multicolor Android. And I wonder if that's gonna like see a resurgence or just see more play. We never really saw much play. But
Honestly,
the one
it's
that basically just like burns them for 3.
yeah, it's tough because like my best friend he plays the deck and he plays it for fun, nothing too competitively. But generally help him just kind of spoof it up every time sets come out. And even when he
Uh-huh.
plays the deck, like if you have a counter to it, like if you're playing against blue, you never resolve it because if you can't take out their unison, like you're just gonna get all of those cards bounced back to your hand, and they have to see play. So it's like it's not susceptible to counters because none of it has deflect. So it's kind of tough. But I feel like against certain
Right,
matchups,
but
obviously it's
don't you
less
think?
relevant.
Don't you? I think I used to think that too, but nowadays we have Monkey, or are we not playing Monkey anymore? We're not playing Baby plus
You can't
Monkey.
play monkey in 21 though.
You can't.
Nah, because if you're ramping with the Android, then you can't play anything between 30 and 35 or whatever it is.
Oh,
There's
so
that
you can't even
restriction.
attempt to use. You can't even use the battering laser part of it.
Oh no, you can. I believe you can. I don't know. I don't know if the term play is used. So I don't know if like you can like use the counter but not put it into play and it just goes straight to the drop and you still obviously get the negate. It all depends on the wording of it because I know that play was like I don't know. There is a certain way that they use play in Bandai where it's like you can't use the effects of the card at all,
Hmm.
or if you can't just put it into actual play. Because I guess using the card is considered play. I don't know. There's some kind of verbiage for it. So I guess you'd have to really just check and see how they
You'd have to
use
see
that
that.
verbiage on the card and read what it says compared to the actual the card like on the Android 16.
Besides blue, I mean, maybe blue is gonna become like a big thing, but besides blue, like what else really stops that? Like just
Oh no,
pay
that's what I'm
7.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Just blue, honestly, because obviously
Yeah,
all the
just
other ones,
blue,
they
right?
just. I mean, if you're gonna rest, I mean, Vegeta ain't doing nothing, Frieza ain't doing nothing, so I mean, red obviously ain't doing nothing either. But that's why I said blue is the only one that literally, like, if you're playing against blue, obviously that's the only matchup where you're looking to play late game, and if you're looking to burn your opponent, like that's the only time you're honestly going to care. Otherwise, like that burn option is going to work as long as you get there, which is not it's not too difficult honestly, because you've got like the restoration that lets you negate to put the android into play. And then of course, if depending on what you're playing for your package, in the rest of the deck, whether it's unisons or if you're playing the Zamasu package or if you're playing, whatever new cards are coming out. So it's definitely doable in terms of ramp, but I think that was our only
Yeah.
concern when we're building it now without the new blue stuff coming out, blue green stuff. Like I said, we play the unisons because we don't have obviously the new stuff. We play the baby unison, just because obviously you can, if you do the turn one, leave one energy open, and you do restoration, you can play him turn two, and have access to your 5 markers, and then have access to trunks and all that good stuff. So the only thing was, like I said, we just weren't playing the Golden Baby because we didn't know the verbiage and we didn't want to deal with having to not be able to put it into
I
play.
mean, I'm not sure how much is gonna come up anyways, but like it's
Right.
something I mean you can sideboard in the blue matchups and just all of a sudden get you. But yeah,
Love
I
that.
think it's gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna be
Yeah,
interesting.
I definitely think so too. I'm hoping it's relevant because, like I said, I think the effects were pretty decent, and I think that giving, like I said, androids just that unison is really broken. That unison, like I said, the fact that it costs nothing comes into play for getting rid of a unison, and then plus twos, like, okay, that's pretty strong.
Gotcha. And what do we like? I was wondering if I was gonna play the Android 18, like what are the battle cards that we can like actually like besides a boony? I guess that's just like the only one that really gets around the field
I think
like
if we're
easily.
focusing on hand control, I really like the Zamasu package, honestly.
It's a Masu package.
Especially if we're doing Android 18, or if we're doing Android 18, I probably wouldn't, just because obviously you don't get to untap energy or have access to energy during your opponent's turn, more or less. You'd have to like pass with open energy. Um, but battle cards, I mean, it's definitely things like Go Tanks, obviously. Go Tanks, um, and then Obuni. But I mean, it all depends. Like we'll have to wait and see what else they give us in the next set. Hopefully they give us more.
I remember Piccolo format of Piccolo used to be a big thing in the deck. I wonder if it's gonna come back.
Which Piccolo?
Bond 2, Papa Guy, draw a card, barrier.
The
Oh,
Okay.
assimilated draft
yeah,
also.
assimilated. Yeah, I love assimilated.
Because, like you can swing with him. It does not really where his value lies. So he
I
kind of
mean,
gets
yeah.
around the field, like just like yeah, I'm just gonna drop this guy. That's really annoying.
No,
And then
I can definitely see that.
If I'm playing Android 21, I get an energy untapped. So a Bean, D Magic, or Trunks negate, and just kind of force you to play big boys.
Yeah, because to be fair, right now nobody's really playing to remove, and nobody's really playing anything that removes cards off the board, ignoring barrier. A lot of those cards have kind of come and gone, so that's definitely a card I could see seeing more play as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I think there's a lot of the cool stuff so far. There's also like they've revealed some green SRs that I think are actually pretty cool too.
I'll have to take a look because, like I said, I only seen a couple of things that were sent to me because, like I said, my best friend, he plays Android, so he had seen some of the cards that were posted and was sending it to me. But I'll have to take a look at the set and see what they've released because I haven't gotten a chance to take a look at anything yet.
The Return of Janemba.
Did they just do green and blue right now, or did they do other stuff as well?
They're like slowly starting to reveal, but mostly the cards have been green and blue. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to take a look then for sure.
I don't think it's like a full complete package. I do feel like some stuff might be missing. I
Okay.
think there's also a secret rare in this set. Um, at least I think that's what I saw when I looked at the website. Which I don't think they usually do them for like the smaller sets, but we'll see.
Or yeah, I'll definitely have to take a look and see it. I didn't know that they were already starting to announce that set out. Because like I said, I'm excited for that Unison, man. Free Unison, free blue
It's gonna
Unison.
be tough because we're gonna have to like test all these cards like leading up into that event, which is
Hmm.
just about a month away,
Wait, when does this
and
stuff come out?
it comes out the weekend of.
Oh, is that gonna be? Is it gonna be legal?
Yes,
It is
sir.
going to be
Ooh,
legal.
let's go. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, it's always fun to do new format, big
Oh yeah,
event.
especially in a bigger tournament setting
Yeah.
like that. That's gonna be because people are gonna be grinding out some of those new cards to really try to put as much effort as they can to see if it's viable. So if someone's got the sauce, they definitely gonna bring it.
Yeah, I wonder, like, if so many people show up with blue, are we just gonna like, is Legends just gonna win again?
Yo, probably yeah, because
Just be
blue is
like shows up with Invoker. He's like, "What are you
yeah
guys doing?
for real. I don't know,
You're not
man.
killing me."
Yeah, that's tough.
Oh my
That
god.
is tough, especially if all the decks, if all these blue decks, especially from the new set, are mostly going to be mid range. Like that's going to be real tough.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if they give us some more tools to combat the I think it might be that, like,
This man,
people just start putting people start putting like
bro,
the extra
I'm
cards
dead.
that stop Invoker. I think everybody's still gonna be on Mechie, right? So that kind of like halts
Yeah,
some of their plays throughout the game, like, having deflect and just being able to like stop their turn 3 if that's gonna be really bad for you, or stop a turn 5 play. But I think we're gonna see a lot more extra cards in people's sideboards too, that can like double up, like, as counters to Topo and Trunks negate and those kind of floodgate monster negates,
right,
battle card negates, and then also double up as a hard extra card counterplay to Rival Seeker. I don't think there's many things that hit the 6-drop, but hard counterplays to Rival Seeker I think is going to be a big deal. I think people are going to have to just be forced to sideboard. Like if you're playing
you have
green,
to, yeah,
I think you have to play like Dark Deathball or
right,
whatever it's called, or like Focus Breakthrough or whatever it's called. And if you're playing red, the same, and so on and so forth. Like if you're playing a deck that foresees being stalled out by Invoker, any type of slower strategy, like if you're playing Dormant, if you're playing like blue, if you're playing even black, might even want to just have super Kamehamehas. Like I think that people already had them, but make sure that they have them for those turns,
right.
and then
So I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't think Legends appreciate you giving all this information, bro.
no, I
But
mean,
no, Legends
I
like,
mean, to
bro,
be fair, I
it
mean
is
oh,
to
what
be to
that's
be
the
fair,
nature of
Legend
the deck.
knows. Like
Yeah,
he knows like when he's playing against these matchups, he knows to expect that people are going to be obviously running these cards regardless. I mean, the man literally will sit there and he'll play around like counter plays that you just wouldn't expect. Like he had the Beerus ball for the Frieza. Like who does that? You know what I mean? Like he has to know those things in
I
order
might
to be able.
highlight it for a long
That's what I'm saying. Like
yeah,
he has to know those things if he wants to be as good as he's doing with the deck, and he does. So it's like we can tell. We can tell these people. We can tell everyone everything. But at the end of the day, that man will have something for us that we won't expect regardless.
yeah. I mean, they don't interact with extra cards besides looking at your hand and taking from it.
Right.
So it's not like the deck doesn't run any counters as
Oh
far
yeah,
as.
nah. But I mean, like I said, I'm
But
sure that he'll figure a way to play around cards like that regardless.
well, yeah. I mean, there is
The
always a
best he
way.
can.
It's just
Right.
it just stalls a turn. And once you get to turn 6, there's very few counterplays in the game that hit 6-drops.
Right.
That 6-drop comes down is basically the same thing, but it gives you an extra turn. And that extra turn sometimes is vital because they might run out of resources, right? It might run out of negates, might run out of, just being able. For example, like if you're playing green and you have Demigra Unison, right? That's like a constant. You can't play your 3-drop into me, because I'm just gonna blow it up, right?
Right.
So then a lot of their invoker cards, like Sleepy
until you
Boys,
get Beerus
combination
ball, and
attack,
you're like,
death beams,
oh.
I'm dead.
those are going to be, they just won't have enough energy over the course of the game to use those and maximize their card advantage. So their D magics, their violent rays, their beans, etc. are going to be taxed. And then by the time they reaches turn 6, maybe an extra turn, they'll have run out. They can't defend anymore. They can't negate that leader swing, and you can take them out. I don't think it's a 100% thing, but I think it might be something in the future where we just have to respect the the late game deck too, because we're so concentrated on the aggro format and like how to beat that we're sacrificing sideboard slots for those matchups. And we'll see. I mean, that's kind of what the invoker preys on, is like, you're not going to be prepared for this. You're
Right.
not going to have the cards for this matchup. So I will
All right,
see
real
how
quick,
that.
let's get into these comments. on Twitch. It says, "Can we talk about it?" We did talk about Vajeks. I'm gonna upload this
Yeah.
tomorrow. You will be able to play it back. If you have a specific question, you could ask because both players who won with Vajeks. Pretty sure we're the only two players who won with Vajeks this past season. Anything? Yeah.
I think Vajeks is so good.
I think
It's going to be harder to pilot, because you're going to be a lot more susceptible to like secret identity. You're going to be a lot more susceptible to dormant potential. You're going to be a lot more susceptible to like all these things because ultimately you're going to be one drop reliant. I think it's the only way that you can play Vajeks going forward. You need them to self awaken, and you need them to generate advantage for you. There's nothing as efficient as those one drops in the format right now. After losing Splintering Mind, so like you just gotta kind of run in that direction.
Leaderboard points should be up by tomorrow earliest, and I would say probably Wednesday latest. I just got done updating. I didn't have all the updates for what's his face for the invites itself. So yeah, I'll show you guys the points. I have to tally them all up. I have to do like an Excel sheet. I'm tired of doing all this math. I feel like I'm in class again. The invites I still have to put in. That's why it's not gonna be up tonight. I can't put the leaderboard up tonight. I'm still missing. I have to put in the invites from this past weekend. A lot of players already had your invites, so I have to do the math on that good stuff. I'll just show you guys real quick where we're at. But right now, currently, number one should be Legends. Number one is Legends, I believe. Number two is myself, and number three is Andrew on the updated ones. Whenever this actually loads up, I know it's taking so long. It's usually not this slow. But yeah, number one it's Legends. Number two is Andrew. Number two is me. Number three is Andrew. I think number four is that guy from France. Actually, he might be number two. I forgot. He got second place last night. He might have jumped me. I might just jump straight to number two. I need this info. Bro, this is going so slow. I don't know if it's because it's screen sharing or what. I have to adjust a lot of this stuff. Yep. This. We're the only people who won with Texas. That's insane. Only one Red Broly win. Yeah, that's quite a lot. Yeah, so this is done. This is done. This is done. This is done. Yeah, this is the one I got the info today. So Scott Dasher took first in that one. Hernandez got second. Joey P third. Eric Dion. So that's that one. So I have to fill out this. And tomorrow-ish or Wednesday-ish, I'll have the leaderboard points updated for you guys. And you'll be good to go on that. What else do we got? Input on road.
Yo, how's that Gogeta Xeno deck list going, Eddie?
That is we talked about it earlier.
Yeah, we were talking about earlier.
You broke it already? You figured it out?
It's busted, dude. It's busted. I'm not lying to you. I don't want to put everything out there, but it is busted. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's another deck. I thought Dark Brother was the only other deck that just feels.
Why are you laughing, Andrew?
He's laughing
because sometimes when Eddie says something is busted, like he over exaggerates how good it is.
So. You're right, and I just go undefeated.
To be fair,
and you're like, Eddie.
See, I can't. So I have to be on that page with you. For a while, he was definitely on. Like he was like, "Yo, this is ridiculous." But I have to say, Eddie has when whatever he's been speaking lately, it's been pretty on point. I can't front. We gotta give him his props because lately, he's been actually on fire with all the things that he's been saying. I can't give him the benefit of the doubt right now. So I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, Figs! I literally said Figs. No, I'm gonna show you this, bro. This is how Andy did not believe in me, bro. Before the event, I'm like, bro, I realized this card was so good. I said, I need this thing at 3, bro. Like, who has this? Andrew has the card. I'm like, Andrew, bro, how much you want this? He was like, it was 15. I'm like, I'll give you 15 credit or 10 cash. I'm like, bro, this is about to skyrocket. He looked at me and laughed and said, yeah, just give me, just PayPal me that thing, bro. That event ended, B. This is like, went from 15 to like 30 to getting sold out. This right now, I think is like 3 listings left, bro. I literally looked him in his face. I said, "Thank you," because I'm about to make this fight.
He said
He
thank
laughed
you.
at me, bro. He literally laughed at me. I'm like, bro, you don't understand the
Card's
definition of
overrated.
free. It's not. Oh my. Go back and watch the video. Go back and watch the video. That's not what I said.
Bro, just play Secret Identity. It's better. Relax.
Secret Identity do this.
That quad strike
That's
though.
right. You have a cell. I have a free cell, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Yo, to an extent, man, it's hard to argue. It's hard to argue with the logic though.
Nah,
Bro,
it's definitely a good value card. It's
Nah,
just
it
hard
definitely
to
is.
like top Secret Identity. In decks that don't need like already are removal heavy, I could definitely see it being the overrun though. I think it can Piccolo works pretty well. I could see it in Dark Broly. But like I'll never play that card in like a mecha or
Oh yeah, no. I mean, like
it's played it
like
when
mecha
when you
absolutely needs Secret
or
Identity
even
or
in
like a
blue,
blue
like
deck.
you need decks.
Yeah.
You need cards that you need a free overwhelm that can clear cards off the board, especially if you have no control. Like in decks like yellow and blue, like you generally don't have the ability to control what sits on the board. Only what obviously what position it's in, whether it's active or rested. So like you need cards like the Mass Sand, like 100%. I wouldn't replace that for that. But in black, like honestly, his logic for it in black, it's really hard to honestly argue differently. You know?
Definitely more aggressive. It's
Oh
a
yeah,
very aggressive.
especially when you're trying to
Although
close out.
sometimes there is a very blocker heavy format, so if you don't have other ways of navigating around blockers, then you got to be
Nah,
careful.
and
yeah,
you
of
missed the
course.
whole chat of Sivajects. This is
Like
the
how does Vegeks
embodiment of
remove
Vegeks.
blockers right now if you play that card?
Secret Identity.
Huh?
Play 4 Secret Identity. This you know how I don't main the secret rare
I
card.
mean
I
that's
just
like
hate it
more.
in the
You're
game
you're
board.
saying that one's more of a finisher. Like you use Secret
But
Identity.
yeah, this is my
to
Oh
secret.
yeah,
game
Rare.
it.
This is my
100%. Yeah,
secret. Rare.
he's saying
I
it's a
got
secret rare, right?
That's what I'm saying. He missed the chat earlier. This is
Yeah.
not just something I do. This right here is the secret rare. Like if we do something wild and I drop this, it's like you know how when you go against Freeze, it's like, oh damn, he has 12. It's like from nowhere you're chilling. All right, you can't do nothing, and I drop it. It's like, oh shh. It's literally my secret rare bit. Cause I'm like, swing, no negates, bet, fam, boom. That's it.
Rare,
Oh,
baby.
that's it. Okay, cool. Swing, no negates, and just keep doing it. That's literally
You know
the
what
body.
my secret rare was in the Dark Broly deck? Mira.
Mirror, the creator,
I mean, Mirror
The,
obviously
the
gets there.
Mira, the creator, and the ender. the
the
ending.
ender. What is the ending? A brainwashed man saying you're gonna look just like Marquise did in top
No.
15.
That's not how we do it. We put
Marquise
him
did
to
that
one.
same
Yeah,
thing.
you gotta get him to one. Ain't
Marquise
no
did
ifs,
that
ands, or
same
buts about
thing,
that.
bro.
That sweet one.
Honestly, in every deck, it
Listen,
don't matter what you're at. If you're at one
that
and you
boy
ain't got a
Marquise had
negate, it's done.
that boy had the banisher food. That boy that was game over. I'm like, it is game over, but not for me, man. That man went in with that triple strike. I looked at my hand. I said, that's it, bro. I'm never gonna put him on blast, man. I'm just gonna leave it just like that. He thought the game was over. I told him the game is over.
I honestly can't
He was
believe
just
that you literally
confused.
told him thanks for coming.
Yeah, I told him straight to his face, bro. I said, bro,
Bro, when you
thank you
told
for
when
coming
I
to Pro
seen
Play
that in
Tour
the
Miami,
chat,
man.
I was dead.
I said, thank you for coming to Pro Play Tour Miami. Hope you join one of our future events. Earn your invite there, brother. This boy was like, well, he was confused. He's like, what are you talking about, bro?
This
I'm
man
going to top
gave
8. I'm like, I'm going to top 8. Bro, I think Legends is the one who was sitting next to me. He had to explain it to him.
That's
He's like,
hilarious.
no, Eddie's not trolling. He's like, he's not. He thought I was trolling. He's like, Eddie's not trolling. You just lost. He just picked up his life. I'm like, no, because the game is over. We have nothing in your hand. He's going to swing up to you next turn, obviously. He literally thought I was trolling him at the time. I'm like, bro, someone please get this man, bro.
Yo, when you give him a formal exit
Lost.
like that, yo, I was dead.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think
That's too
that
funny.
but Eddie, all right. So we haven't talked about the new up and coming black leader. It's been getting a lot of hype. Our Lord and Savior Hachiak.
Oh
What do you
wow.
feel about that deck?
Hatch,
Yeah.
that's Dahan's Lord and Savior. That's not my Lord and Savior, bro. Yo, snap. This right now is what I'm on. I ain't gonna lie to you. This right here, it's the only reason. The
Hey
only thing
man,
that's
with
holding me
people
back from
playing
playing in
with
real
people
life.
playing like that Supreme Kai of Time and like none of these like game ending secret rares. Hey man, Hatch might come back. If you aren't playing the game ending secret rare,
No,
that deck is
no,
hard to kill.
no. Hatch is, bro. If I put anyone in this game, I could put a new person in this game and give him my Dark Bro list. He'll smoke Hatch. Like Hatch, it's 100% lose ratio against Dark Bro. What do you do? Like
He
sit
said
there and get
he said
destroyed every single time.
100% lose rate.
100%.
This guy's gonna learn how
I'm
to
dead.
play, and so it's gonna be like playing against a computer on easy mode. I'm dead serious. Like there's nothing they can do. They're gonna sit there. Oh, okay, I can't swing 1, 2, and 3, but I'm gonna take this 30. I'm gonna take that 30. I'm gonna take that 32, and it's just nag, like
This man
nag.
said 100% lose rate.
You know that deck is
100%.
mono negates, right?
Okay, well, what are you doing?
It does have a lot of negates though.
What do you mean? What am I doing? It just
Bro,
negate.
what removal do you have? What removal do you have in that deck? What removal do you have in that deck, Andrew?
Max power. What removal do you
Max
need?
power command.
You don't need. Remember, Hatch is one of those leaders that doesn't actually need to remove anything.
Hat check doesn't need to remove anything. You're telling me.
No.
That's what you're telling me, right? Right. Where's
really
where's my Broly side deck? I sold the main deck, but I do have this side deck. Where's my Broly side deck?
It may
Oh,
have said
'cause
us
this
on
guy-
the side deck.
You don't, because it doesn't matter how many things they have on board. They can only swing with one, for the most part.
Okay. No, you're right. Where the hell is my Broly side deck, dude? This guy Andrew is snapping right now.
Here we go.
Here we go. He's got his. He's coming up with the side deck.
I'm literally looking for it.
But speaking of
What
which,
happened to it? I didn't sell
Hatch's
it,
win
bro.
condition is pretty strong. You know what it does turn 4 and 5.
What?
What does he do? Turn 4 and 5. Enlighten me, bro. Where's my deck?
Have you read? Well, okay. I guess we have to go with the cards. So it swings at you.
Oh, here we go.
It does have removal. The 5-drop is removal, by the way. When it comes down, it gets rid of a card ignoring barrier. 25k, 25k. I believe it's 35k, or is it 30? Let me double check.
And while you're double checking,
Well, it's got
you
dual
go
attack,
into
right?
my deck profile.
The first one has dual attack.
Yeah.
And then the second one has triple attack, and it restands the card. And it's 30k. So it's 25, 25, 30, 30, 30. 20 from leader.
No barrier.
And if you activate a counter, you
Gotta
warp
put
the
that
card.
up there. Guess what? So do you, B. This is literally all you put in.
I'm dead.
And it's not. This is not even including the fact that I have Banker Rivera mainboarded. Like I said, 100%
VMS do.
lose.
That card does nothing. And the other guy's gonna get warped. 100%.
This guy is going to get warped.
You play Total Unison.
Okay, you play 12 units. That's cute. I'm still getting clapped. Getting clapped.
I'm dead.
I don't know how else to
You're
explain
getting
it.
clapped.
I don't know how else to explain it to you.
Hey, I'm
watch
saying,
all the deck profiles.
you know, it might line up well. It might line up well. You don't know.
It might line up well in the side events, bro.
Might line up.
Look. Dog said hat chat.
We got dudes talking junk to each other in the chat.
Yeah, no, they're ready. Yeah, they're ready to
Man
go.
said man said he's ready to clap
out.
VJax with Hatch. I'm dead.
Oh, of course.
I feel like it's one of those rogue decks. It might just pop up out of nowhere again.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised.
The black unisons have gotten better. The black unisons have gotten better.
I can't argue with that. Yeah, that's true.
Good. That Toa one is really good.
See, this one,
it is. Yeah.
This right here is the most underrated deck in this current format. The only thing I have to.
What I saw was impressive. Those little 1-drops got real big real quick.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I went over the changes I did to the deck earlier in the video, but I saw the list. 100% if you're running the 4-Kai. I think he'd be running the 4-Kai too. I just don't think he had it because those TPs are damn near impossible to get. 100% for those guys. I'm not so sold on the other TP. It's essentially this.
But I gotta ask you just one question about the deck. How does it beat Hatchiak?
Does it beat Hatchiak? Yeah. Hatchiak beats itself.
Beats itself?
Hatchiak does beat itself. Because as soon as you decided you're playing Hatchiak, you're going to go get Dark Broly round 1 and just go downhill from there. Oh,
man. Dark Broly's probably a buy, dude.
Dark Broly is God tier. All right, we're not going to hang on to this. Don't worry. It's midnight. I took it in like 35 hours.
2 hours.
This is Meg. Let us look at comments.
This man said, "Give me your Discord."
What we got here?
I'm dead.
Eddie, you building King Piccolo?
Nah.
Nah.
It's not because it's bad. It's not bad. I'm just
Oh,
trying to do
Andrew, you
it.
playing
The
in
only card that I have is
Oh, my bad, go ahead.
No, I'm not playing the Super Plays event.
Nah, why
this
not?
weekend. Because I'm playing a Yu-Gi-Oh regional.
You just say you're playing in a
you
Yu-Gi-Oh
playing in the
regional.
1K fix.
Yeah.
You snapped.
You playing in the 1K?
Yeah, I'm playing.
No, I'm not
I already signed up for it.
Oh, you're playing.
Yeah.
What deck are you playing?
I don't know yet.
It's a secret.
I gotta do some test. I gotta do some
Don't keep
testing this week.
playtesting me.
Yeah,
Bro, I
I'm
got
about
you.
to do some playtesting this week.
I
I
got
think
you.
it's you and Marquise are playing. My son's birthday's on Friday, so I'm planning to do a birthday weekend thing for him. Unfortunately,
I'm actually.
I wanted to.
I'm
I told Kane I was gonna join.
right now.
Oh, trust me. That guy's telling me to go clap Marquise right now, but that man got him on speed dial, dude. I'm dead. No, 100%. I'd love to play that. I would love to play that tournament because it's webcam. It's untapped. I just sold my Dark Broly deck, so I just have it right there with Dark Broly. Like, oof, the card I just sold is right there in digital form. It'd have been clap.
Hey man, I think it's a great format. Open format.
It is.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna show you how to play Hatch Figs, and you're gonna destroy.
I'm dead.
You know what? Just because he's talking all this smack about Hatch, Andrew, you can see the video chat, right?
Yeah.
All right, bro. I forgot to give Andrew this card back during PPG Miami, guys. This right here is a stamped Mass Saiyan Secret Identity.
It's
You
the
guys
stamp.
know-
No, it's not stamped. It's just foil.
This is foil. Oh, excuse me. This is the foil Secret Identity. You guys want to know what Secret Identity looks like when he has shades on? Give me a second.
I got you. Just shades on it.
Wait, you just shades on it?
On my card.
Got you, bro.
He's about to.
Nah, he didn't do it on the sleeve.
Got you, bro.
Probably.
I don't think he'll do it on the card. He's
I
probably gonna do it
understand.
on the sleeve.
I just mine has shades on it.
You should have did it on the sleeve. Oh, dead.
Nah, because someone's gonna come down and turn it tomorrow. I drew on my sleeves, but I'm good.
Yo, you will too. You can see it
But
all
100%,
over Facebook.
Yeah, 100%. Black Gogeta. It's this is that boy.
Is that what you're playing for the event this weekend?
I can't play.
we
My
get
son's birthday's on Friday.
Oh, you can't
Yeah.
play in it. Gotcha.
Birthday weekend for him. I want to, but I think it's cash. I want to. I might talk to my. Nah, I can't talk to my girl about that. She's gonna snap. She's like, "It's your son's birthday. You played cards for 3 weekends." I'd probably play Dragon Ball no more. But let's catch on to this thing right here. What we got? We have and awaken to 3 cards underneath. Trust me, Andrew is just. You can't talk to Midnight Andrew. You know what I'm saying?
I'm dead.
Andrew just on that next stuff, man. The thing Andrew is good at midnight is clapping Marquise's cheeks, bro. Like, Marquise, come here. I'll tell you, tomorrow morning you're gonna send the team chat probably at 2:00 in the morning. Sluggish, titty. Like, what happened? They getting you into support? No, but I just tested it and it's wild. What you testing against Marquise? And the chat's just gonna go silent.
I'm dead.
What do we have? I still can't believe you heard a story about Marquise? Why he switched from Dark Broly to Mecha for Miami? They said they smacked this man like 8 straight times with Mecha and made that man change the morning of.
Oh yeah, when we tested before he left, I also we ran some games and I 3-0'd him with Mecha. He was not happy.
Smacked him too? God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Vegeta Unison, bro.
Man.
Like in my build, I was main decking the Vegeta Unison, so like
That's fine. That's 100% correct.
that man could do
That's 100% correct, but you
nothing.
gotta give it an outage.
Yeah, I mean
It's
it's
like, literally
tough
every
though, cause
time I
like it's tough though, cause like having to sacrifice a double strike, and then if I have it again next turn, like, and then the minute I get you tapped out, I
It
just play
wasn't
all.
tough.
I play like 3 universe assembles back to back, and then you just die. Like,
And he just
Yeah,
showed us
exactly.
the
And-
sauce.
and-
That was his deck list.
No, exactly. And this is how I beat every single one of those decks. Obviously, you're gonna have the Wolf on working on their turn, right? So I'd play my 1-drop Broly, swing my leader. I'm like, okay, cool. Wait to do whatever it is. If they Masu super combo my 1-drop, I don't care. That's why I didn't evolve into it yet. They'll do whatever it is. Then you use your ball in your 1-drop, you bring out the next guy, and then you work the guy, and they'll right then and there, because you're tapped whatever, they'll have the United Symbols. And after the United Symbols, I'd say, got your ass. You can't use my extra card. I dropped this bad boy on, and I just went to work like a true winner, B. Those guys, okay, cool. You had a Vegeta Unison, so what you're gonna do now? you're gonna be at 4 life, at 3 life, and then tap 2 just to untap 1, and you're gonna tap that 1 energy for a Nimbus. That's the correct play to stop your negate. Okay, that's cool. Summon something, make your bird, swing at the unison. This guy has 1. So now everything you summon, you literally have to just tap it for your unison because unison's at 1. So right now, anything is lethal at the unison. Unison, like as long as you understood that's what killed you, and you understood, hey, if you're able to put Mecha to like 3 life or 2 life before he could drop that unison, it was game. Even if it looked at the time like it was unnecessary, you hold on to your gravies and you start spamming these guys on board because their turn 2 for a fact is they're gonna be they have to literally tap 2 to do this. It was game, like game.
Yeah, but
they can do it.
I mean, it depends because in my build I also play Giant Ball. So like every time that he'd commit an overarm, I would just Giant Ball the overarm, and it was like
okay. But you play a Giant Ball. See the thing about that, right? I'll put this spice out too. I didn't put this out because I didn't really want to deal with this because I wanted people to just misplay. This is the last advice I'll give for Dark Broly tonight, guys. The easiest way to play around Giant Ball and Poutine is Poutine's effect is mandatory, guys. Not a lot of Mega players know this. So the easiest way to bait that out is you have the one, just combo it off just for BS purposes. And then activate 1 drop from your drop. You warp 3 from your drop and you play it and just ask for response. The reason why I want to ask for response, they're going to say no because they're going to say, okay, cool, he's trying to bait me. Once they say no, you don't coach. You do your plays like normal, all that good stuff, and then you evolve it. They could try to pick a target and you're going to say, no, you miss your target. They're going to be like, what do you mean? I said no before, all that good stuff. No, Poutine, it activates on the very first thing that's played by the school, it activates. They chose 0. They chose 0, B, and that's how I caught them each and every single time. I didn't want to put that out there because it was just funny just watching my opponents fall into that mistake. But free chicken for you guys. Don't fall for it.
I don't play Poutine, but yeah, that definitely is relevant.
See, people don't know about that, bro. Fix is like, oh shit, he would have got me too, man. You'd have been on my list.
Oh, we talked about it before. Before Mecha before the last event, we talked about it. About that Poutine, but yeah, that definitely does make a difference when you're able to play around the Poutine.
I don't know how you don't play Poutine.
I just don't like it because I don't know. I just don't like it.
Bro, Fig, I'm gonna put it like this.
There's too many ways.
You don't like
I don't like Poutine. There's too many other ways for you to be able to tap down stuff. For you to have to rely on Poutine being able to tap something down. I only like it if I'm playing Slug. Like I like it if I'm playing the Slug package, but if I'm not playing the Slug package, I don't like it.
Bro, Poutine.
No, it's definitely good, but I mean, like I said, I haven't found a need where like I was in a situation where I was like, damn, I wish I had Poutine. Like
I'm in a situation where I was like, damn, I wish I had TP to play this.
Yeah, what?
I'm not lying to you. This is pretty close. I wish I had TP to play that deck. All right. So we caught up on all of the comments. So, all right, closing thoughts. I'm about to go to sleep for real. I gotta wake up super early. Figs, I guess you can give your closing thoughts in, Andrew.
If Eddie preaches it, believe it. For now. Once this man stops doing well and he starts sounding ridiculous, you'll know. But right now he's on a roll, so I have to admit I have to back Eddie up right now. On
he's tapped in. He's tapped into.
Yeah, he's tapped in right now, but I don't know how long it's gonna last. We'll see.
This man's my Matrix is dead, bro. I told you. Once I started this job, I lost all my skills. I literally used to sit here.
That man said 40 hours a week playtesting. He literally said 40 hours a week playtesting.
It was a good 30 plus hours a week, but the other 10 plus hours was just reading the library. I was literally on the Dragon Ball site, just reading each and every single card, saying, "What can I use with this? What can I use with this?" That's exactly what I told you. The Dark Broly deck. Every week I played it, it always changed, and it was never the final cut. I would never reveal the ultimate for Dark Broly deck. So I wanted you guys to say, "Okay, cool, this is good, but this is how you stop it." And you thought you were gonna stop it, and you got it. Next week you do the same thing, and then you get got.
It's sad because it's so true.
Hold on. Andrew, you missed what I told him before. Like, this is the perfect example. You see this card, Andrew?
Yeah.
People are like, damn, this card is so good. I'll just hit with a Violent Raise. So you know what I did when I hit the Violent Raise, Andrew? I said, okay, cool. Game 2 and 3, take this bad boy out. There's a Gold 10. It does exactly the same thing, except it's 15K. And you Violent Raise me, and guess what happened? Now you just lost, like, what, 3-4 cards, because now You lost 2 from Violent Rays. You lost 1 from your the Ravager, and you're losing more cards because I'm attacking with 15 that's getting under your freaking unison. It's getting under your Violent Rays, and I'm gonna give it double strike because it's free. All these cards are free for me. Every week I play this deck. This deck forever does that. But in order to play this deck, you have to know the flow of the game. But I don't have that time anymore, bro. I ain't gonna lie. My powers are up.
Right.
Like I said, like we'll ride it out. We'll see. We'll give you we're gonna keep giving you the benefit of the doubt until you come with something and you just. I mean,
Don't push yourself down like that.
you already brought Invoker and made people upset, so that was already a start.
You gotta, just keep on trucking, Eddie.
Remember, remember FOE, followers of Eddie.
I'm dead.
Followers of Eddie.
I'm dead. They really followed me, and everyone would be playing an SS4 Bardock.
Oh God.
Titty. All right, Andrew, go ahead, bro.
Closing thoughts. I don't really have any closing thoughts. Try out. I'm gonna figure out a way to make Hatch good.
Man said play Slug and play Hatch.
Yeah, dude. We're just gonna play the slowest deck possible. We're playing against the clock, not against our opponent.
This man about to start playing Set 1 Beerus. Give us those turn 1 unisons. We getting there.
We'll get there. Watch, Eddie's gonna be surprised. Watch, he's gonna show up with his Gogeta deck or one of these events.
He's gonna lose the Hatch.
I'm gonna pull out the Hatch deck and he's gonna be like, God, let me just snap him up real quick.
I can't do it.
And he's gonna get Swift 3-0'd.
This guy said 3-0.
I think that too.
Invoker? We don't worry about Invoker, dude.
Bro, I think it's a sign. It's telling me to play King Piccolo. Look. I think it's a sign telling me they play King Piccolo, dude. I just pulled 30 foils.
How does Invoker beat Red Broly? That's my response to that question.
Yeah, I hate when. Honestly, that's the only time I hate how the format pans out. Is when my favorite color literally isn't relevant until an entire deck is gone. I hate that so much. It feels so bad.
Next event, I'm playing Invoker again, bro. I want to redo. That wasn't fair. Ask Figs. It's not like I got smoked by Invokers. It was game 3, and then I got smoked in game 3. But I'm gonna play Invoker again, bro.
Yo, to be fair though, not trying to be mean, but that person that you were playing as that was playing Red Broly, he definitely was missing a lot of on curve turns because
that's not my problem.
I was streaming at the time and I was talking to some people and let me tell you, he missed a lot of opportunity to really push your shit in, and he missed it. He definitely missed it. I know you. We talked about it after, but I know you seen it. But like I said, leaving energy open for Topo against Invoker is
that shit was wild.
All right,
bro. I turned my lead sideways. He Topo.
Bro, when you have the Topo Invoker, you might as well just kind of like scoop at that point. When you're playing Red Broly and you have the Topo Invoker, bro, just all right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Invoker next time.
Oh my God, dude.
I'm gonna play Invoker. You see, y'all saying that until I talk with him, like, oh, you know what? Look at this. It's not that bad.
I mean, I love Invoker, but like I said, I just it's hard playing decks right now that literally just lose to one deck. When you have a whole color that loses to one deck, it feels bad.
I found out how to beat it.
Don't worry, it's not just that color.
It's just that.
I know you did it, Eddie. I'll put money on it.
I'll
put money on it.
Well, he didn't find a way.
You play me. I'll play you with Red Broly. You play with Invoker. You will not. I'll be flabbergasted if you win again.
He said flabbergasted.
I'll even give you TOP on one.
He said I'll let you have a free card out of your deck.
You can't TOP on one. If you TOP one, you're gonna lose because you don't got no multicolor to react to anything.
What?
You see? He's trying to trick you guys. You can't TOP on one, bro.
He said you need that Beerus Live turn 1.
Okay.
Really, dude. You will get clapped. You see? Andrew's trying to psych everyone. You can't TOP on.
We'll see how that works out for you.
See that?
We'll see how that works out for you.
Listen, ever since I played Invoker in the webcam tournament, and this man literally turn 3 had like 2 6-drops on the board. I had 2 cards in hand, and I couldn't awaken, and every attack was crit, bro. I'd never gotten swept so hard in a best of 1 playing Invoker versus Red Broly. Yo, I was so upset. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't even talk about it to this day. Like this man just smoked me
To
with Red
this day.
Brawley. I've talked about it like twice my entire life, and I'll never play Invoker against Red Brawley ever again. It's gross.
God, you don't understand.
It's gross.
I turbo to 1 life. I'm just like, oh, we're going full
He said, "I'll
gas.
never die." He's like, "I'm never gonna die. Let's just go to
I'm
1
never
life."
dying.
Hold on. You're
Fucking
going one
is
life
so
against me,
crazy.
Andrew?
Yeah. But you're gonna make it to
Okay,
turn
fair,
5 and
fair.
tap
This
5
man
energy?
Eddie's gonna draw bean,
I
10k,
got you, bro.
10k, 10k. He's gonna draw
I
every
ain't gonna
10k in
see.
his deck and all his beans and just
Oh,
kill you
see.
at 1 life.
I ain't gonna see.
I'll be
Bro.
surprised if he can awaken.
Bruh, I couldn't even get the awaken off. Yo, you think it's he's not joking. Like, bruh,
He thinks I'm joking.
I literally couldn't even awaken. It was that bad. It was literally that bad. I couldn't even awaken. It's so gross.
When I awaken, I'm gonna put that what's that? A Vanessa song? Wake me up inside. And you're like, oh shit,
I'm dead.
you know, trolling.
It's so crazy, bro. Like I said, I can't. I just can't. Can't.
And if we go to sideboard and I get sideboard in the 2 black Bardock, the Resolute, oh boy.
This is how I'm starting all
I'll put
my.
my Resolute against you.
You might as well just keep your deck in the deck box.
This is how I'm starting all the webcam tournaments off though. I'm about to be rogue the whole weekend this weekend. I'm wearing the Squirtle Squad mask right now, all weekend.
I'm looking like Marcel Russell right now with them shades.
I'm dead.
All right. Your closing comments. I just found all my comment pieces for Gogeta, so I see I was missing. I went through my entire comments trying to find this. Perfect. I'm gonna make this video great, boys. Don't worry. Give me some time. All right, closing comments, Andrew. Go ahead, dude.
No, that's it. That was my closing comments.
Yeah, he did.
Whenever you want a money match, I'll play Red Brawley. You play
Invoker.
To give closing comments to help out the audience.
Help out the people. Well, hey, look. I don't know. I think this format, just pick a deck, play it a ton, have fun with it, and you'll be able to figure out how to kind of squeeze by against lesser skilled opponents on your worst matchups. That's my iteration of the format. You may be in the losing end of the spectrum, but if your opponent's worse than you, you can pull it out as long as you're very good at the deck. So that's what I suggest. Pick a deck and stick to it, and learn its in and outs.
Bet you hear that, Eddie? I just keep playing blue then. He's like I said. He said, "Duh." He said, "Stop."
I feel like if you're playing blue, I think you just gotta like bite the bullet and just play like the end of the spectrum blue. You can't play the blue mid range. You just gotta be like, fuck it, I'm playing Invoker, or fuck it, I'm playing Blue Baby, or some bullshit like that. You gotta play the bullshit blue decks. Because
Yeah.
if you try to play the fair blue decks, then you're gonna lose.
Unfortunately, they're too fair.
Yeah, you're gonna lose to Red Bro. You might have a better chance against Red Broly with some of them than like Invoker, obviously. But then you're also gonna be like on the fringe end of some other like tricky matchups. You get me? So you're not like auto winning versus other decks. Because if you play Blue Baby, you can just like face roll some matchups. Same thing with Invoker. So like if you're playing that color specifically, you may just play the end of the spectrum. I would say, play the ones that are doing the more unique things. I would say the more unfair things.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. Like I said, I've still been messing with blue, so I'll make Eddie upset at some point.
Or you could play Fuse Zamasu, win the die roll every game, and I think you have a chance versus every matchup. But only if you win the die roll every game and awaken turn 2. You have to be extra sacky for that. But Fuse Zamasu is a very good leader if it always goes first and awakens on 2.
Bet. So learn how to cheat and win the die roll. Gotcha.
Stack the dice.
Nah, let me stop. Let me stop. People gonna start saying that. People gonna start making accusations. Let me stop.
All right, guys. So my closing comments is yeah, we're gonna take one more ride with Invoker, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take one last try with it. If
here
we
go
with it, we learn.
Y'all heard it here first.
It's the last try, though. It's the last try.
Two witnesses. Two witnesses.
Take one more ride with it. I don't know when, but I want to take one last try with it.
Nah, man, you gotta play Gogeta Xeno at the event. I'm playing Lord Slug. You're playing Gogeta Xeno, the next event.
Gogeta Zeno.
In March?
Yeah.
I could play Gogeta. I could play Gogeta Zeno as long as the new stuff don't come out. I'll be fine. Cause I feel like this format, Gogeta. I can't play Gogeta Zeno. It has to be an untapped event. It can't be away from event. I want to have the TPs. You understand
Rip.
the other one? I'd had to have it, but it'd be sideboarded. I'm not sure about the mainboarded. Maybe I don't know. It is a free. It's essentially the Bardock, except with a
I mean,
built-in double set.
you could try playing the other black deck I was telling you about. It's called Hatchiak.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time in Tokyo Tour.
Oh, damn.
Webcam for.
Peace out.
Peace.